Hey guys, and welcome to another Sasquatch Theory research video. On this episode, I travel to northern Minnesota to meet up with one of my good friends, Chris. I first met Chris years ago after telling my encounters on a channel called Bigfoot Odyssey. After I went on the show, I met a guy named Tommy who was on Sasquatch Chronicles, and he had an encounter where he got picked up out of the swamp by a female Sasquatch after running away from home. Tommy referred me to Chris, and he thought that we would really get along. After meeting Chris, we hit it off and we became best friends. Chris and I swapped Sasquatch encounters and experiences, and we picked each other's brains as to what was going on. We would talk about cryptids, ancient history, and religious views. Chris has helped me through some really hard times, and he watched me crawl out of rock bottom. One day I told Chris, hey, I think I'm going to start a Bigfoot channel, and he said, do it, man. He told me that he believes in me and that I have what it takes to start a successful channel. After years of talking about camping, bushcrafting, and all the different terrains throughout North America, we decided that we have to meet. We have to go to each other's areas and experience what it's like to be in Minnesota and in Missouri in the Ozarks. So I drove over 12 hours to make this happen, and I was so excited to meet Chris. His area is extremely active, and the things that we experienced were next level. In this episode, we step into the ominous, mysterious forest of northern Minnesota to document and research Bigfoot activity that has been taking place there for many generations. Chris is an outdoorsman and a well-seasoned coyote hunter. He has always told me that he hears strange vocalizations and finds strange tree structures near the Chippewa National Forest. As soon as we arrive to the campsite, we experience a heavy amount of activity. As we travel from the Ozarks into northern Minnesota, we drive through the entire Corn Belt. The thought of Bigfoot in northern Minnesota really intrigues me. I would like to hear more encounters from people up north, especially around the Great Lakes and in Canada. I have encountered Sasquatch in the Ozarks, and when you see one, it will completely flip your world upside down. They are beautiful, mysterious creatures, and if they are going to exist anywhere, it's certainly up north, near the Canadian border.
But see what I mean? Like, there's like 4 trees bent right here. That one's bent over there. The ones over there across the road were bent. This one's bent too. And then if you come over here, you'll see these breaks and bends overlooking this creek bottom. This is what I find the most interesting. See how they popped all the limbs on this pine? See all that? Like, that's all popped. But this definitely looks like something, huh? That's what I'm saying. Even that one over there is bent.
Watch deer walk through here.
Something crashed through here. That's a lot of damage. A lot of wind damage. Wink, wink. I think it's squatch damage.
Kind of looks like one, don't it?
Yeah, that does.
If my shadow's helping to make it worse.
The shadow helps. The light is kind of killing it. See what you're talking about, though.
Kind of looks like a toe. You see how it's pressed or pushed in. Blood's kind of pushed out. Picture that one. see the game trail, you know, kind of going down through there a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool. Like the butt end was up in the air. I don't know, I noticed a lot of tree damage on the way down this trail, so. Then I saw this. What do you think? Yeah, they're touching. The other one was questionable, but this one looks more like an axe. Stick jabbing right in the side. Yeah, it definitely looks like an axe on both sides. Yeah, to me it sounded like an animal in distress, like a dog whimpering, like a puppy dog. Yeah. And then there's the snap, crack. But the strange thing is, it was whimpering right here, behind our vehicles, and then very quickly it was like 75 yards down the road.
What'd you hear? There's something that just went plowing through the brush up there.
I told you something was walking around over there. Did you just grow? Okay, that's your stomach? Okay. See, earlier when I took a leak over here, I heard something bipedal walking over there. What'd you hear though? Like something crashed through the woods?
It would sound like a whole herd of something was going through there, and then it stopped. And I said, "Chris, listen." And then I did it again, but it wasn't as loud the second time.
Oh, I hear it.
Oh, it was louder than that. It was like,
Yeah, that sounded like a small game critter.
it was like, woof, woof. It was enough to make me stop and listen to that.
Something's walking around. I've heard them to where they sound like a little bitty animal. And it doesn't make sense. That one I saw stand up and walk off into the woods, I could have swore it was a squirrel that made that sound. Just something small. That's them being quiet, if it is them. I'm just saying.
I'll look through that for a minute.
Yeah, we're gonna set up the audio recorder pretty close to where we heard that sound. It sounded like a puppy whimpering. Not sure what it was. Chris is a native here, and he even said he doesn't know what it is. So let's see. I'm just gonna try to get it far enough from camp where they can't really hear us talking. But if that thing does fire off again, we'll pick it up. Man, it's cold. I'm not used to the weather in Minnesota.
No, he was just wearing shorts at home.
I know. I got here and I'm like,
Oh, we messed up.
yeah. This is pretty good spot too. On something. I don't know, it's spooky here though. There's definitely a vibe, like you can feel something off. Like I don't know how to explain it.
Like, the pressure changed here. And it's super quiet. There's no wind. But yeah, dude, earlier when I went and took a leak, I could hear. He said it might have been a porcupine that was doing the whimpering sound, but nothing explains like how it went from there all the way down there real quick, and then I heard that tree snap.
What I was telling Chris is the brush moving sound that I heard reminded me of the wind blowing real hard.
You heard something like crash?
Yeah.
Like move through the woods?
Uh-huh.
It sounded like it was dragging something?
It sounded like the wind was blowing real hard. That's how much stuff was moving.
Okay. See, at the Mark Twain when they showed up, and it was definitely Sasquatch, it sounded like they were dragging limbs, like behind them when they walked.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, that,
branches.
yeah.
I don't think anyone's that looks like a good spot.
Go ahead.
No, when I first got to camp and he was showing me where I should put my tent, dude, I swear I saw an orange ball of light. And it happened twice. I did not say anything to Chris. I didn't say anything to Chris, and as I'm setting up my tent, he's like, I just saw a light. I just saw another one. And I missed that. I didn't see what he saw, and he didn't see what I saw. But it's weird, because I didn't say anything about lights.
Well, me and you both agreed that we weren't going to do much research when we got here because we were tired. We just wanted to get the tent set up and get settled in.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm wide awake.
That's crazy sound.
What is that? I've recorded that in the past in Missouri. I call it the spawn vocalization. Sounds like a demon from hell.
Well, you got your audio recorder down that way, so that's perfect.
See if this camera microphone will pick it up. Something's walking. Do you hear that walking in there?
Did you hear that chirping sound down there?
The demon spawn sound?
Yeah.
Yeah. I recorded that at Apple Creek, remember when I was like, what was that? Remember there was like all the wood knocks in the audio? That same sound, that's it.
I'm just trying to eat an apple in peace.
Dude, what did you do?
That one apple's maybe.
But what Chris was talking to me, and I heard something walking over here, and then I heard that sound. He's like, what? I heard footsteps, though. That's what got my attention. And then I said something, and then I heard that. That sounded like a little demon out there. It's almost like dual toned. You know what I mean? I can't really replicate that sound.
There shouldn't be really that different of animals out there.
Yeah, I know. You guys do have the
You
occasional
don't have
moose.
porcupines.
No, we don't have porcupines. Not that I know of.
You don't have porcupines. You don't have moose. You guys have bears.
Yeah, we got black bears. Yeah, I think we have the what's it called? The red wolves or
Gray
Grays
wolves.
and reds.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never seen one, so I can't say. I've seen more Sasquatch than I have mountain lions or bears. I've never seen a bear in the woods or a mountain lion. Sure, they've seen me, but I've seen way more Sasquatch. I noticed they do stuff when we're around the fire. Like when we walk up, they stop.
Yeah.
Like once we walk onto that road, they're like, shut up.
That's it.
Mm.
Got us away from the fire again.
Mm-hmm. That was cool though.
Sasquatch experience I had here. And it was a vocalization. I had my woman with me, her mom, and a family friend. Everyone else was inside sleeping. And I'll show you this audio. It sounded almost exactly like this, except imagine a lot louder, a lot closer, and the lung capacity of an elephant.
Okay.
But this is the closest audio I could find to what it sounded like. Let me turn this up.
Wow.
You heard that out here? Or something similar?
Yeah, that's what I should say, Planet of the Apes.
And it's funny that they say that, because when it happened, I was like, well, everybody was looking at me. What was that? I'm like, I don't know, that sounded like
Monkeys.
It sounded like a symphony of space apes.
I've heard people talk about that.
You can't even make that sound.
No. It's like weird. It sounds like 10 things and one thing at the same time. You
Yeah.
know? It's like a
And
weird,
they were going up with each other at the same time.
I wonder if
Yeah.
that's what people describe as the howler
except-
monkeys.
so like audio wise, that's what it sounded like. But imagine it being like 100 yards away,
Mm-mm.
and it sustained it for like 30 seconds, and it was loud
Wow.
and powerful, deep, like huge lungs. And the reason I have the concept of that is because like with coyote hunting, like when you blow like a dying rabbit call or a distress call, you got to keep in mind you can't blow with all your lung capacity, because you're mimicking a tiny little animal.
Mhm.
So you got to do short little choppy breaths. So just like the concept of knowing like how big something's lungs are, whatever it was that we heard, fucking huge. It was like an elephant.
It has begun. What have you done? Yeah. Oh boy. What color was it?
Like a bluish color.
Okay, the one I saw was like a reddish orange color, or a orange yellow color. And it was back that
Well,
way.
I seen the light and I thought, I was kind of doing this, trying to see if maybe it was a star. And I couldn't see it, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm not gonna say it unless I know for sure.
I did that earlier.
And then I seen it again, and I got a good look at it, and I was sitting there watching it, not moving, and it just went bloop, and went out again, and I can't see it no more.
All right, it's official. We've all seen lights tonight.
Yeah.
The craziest thing was, though, other than the dog whimpering and footsteps and the orbs, I did rock clacks. And after I got done doing the rock clacks, something clacked back. Loud, one solid strike. Pow. It was cool. Rock on rock.
Maybe 20 seconds after.
Yeah, 20 seconds.
Whoa. You guys heard that right?
Yeah.
I did.
What was it?
Vocalization.
It's not a dog. Are there houses over there? No? Ain't nothing but a hound dog. No, I'm kidding.
Hey.
No, there's definitely no houses back there.
That's where we are. That's. We're lined up with the road. Like that way.
Mm-hmm.
It would have to be something. Oh, same direction. That's where the structures are.
Oh, wow. That's where the tree structures are. That same direction. Dude, I hope that's not a dog, man. I've been hearing a lot of canine sounds. Werewolves.
Is there any houses out there? There ain't nothing.
No, this is all state forest land. The nearest house.
All right. It's night number 1 in Minnesota. Night number 1 in Minnesota. And we've had some crazy activity. When I first got here, I saw the ball of light. Just thought it was other campers. Didn't realize that we were as far as we were in here. And he said, no, that's not other campers. Then it turned on again. Boom. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything about the lights. And then Chris is like, dude, I just saw a light in a completely opposite direction up in the trees. Then I went to go relieve myself. And I could hear footsteps. Did not sound like a deer. It definitely sounded like it was on 2 legs. Then we heard, it sounded like a puppy dog whining, like an animal in distress, a domestic animal in distress. And the crazy thing is, it was happening where I heard the footsteps, and then instantly it transitioned like 75 yards down the road. But then we heard other strange vocalizations. Adam said it sounded like something tore off up the ridge, close to where I heard the footsteps. And later on, me and Chris are around camp, and I do some rock clacking, and something replies, pow, loud, rock on rock. So that was pretty cool. And we think we've seen more orbs later on that night. But yeah, I'm here in my sleeping bag. Sorry, I'm cold. It's 30 degrees. I'm not used to this. But yeah, I'll let you guys know if something happens. I'm just having the best time of my life. This is awesome. I can't believe I'm here. I'm actually higher up than most areas, and like I'm almost equal in latitude or longitude as Toronto City. But yeah, I'm tired. I got like 4 hours of sleep last night. I just drove 12, 13 hours. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later.
Taking some breakfast. Hell yeah. All right, we made it through the night. Woke up to a lot of wind. Temp dropped quite a bit. But it's not bad. It feels pretty good.
It's invigorating.
Yeah. I personally did not hear anything last night. As soon as I laid down, the owls were going off all around us. That's kind of weird that they came in as soon as we got in the tent, though. There's some intelligence going on there.
Other than that, I didn't hear anything after going to bed.
No.
Whistling.
If something did happen, I was dead asleep. Did you hear whistling?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Okay.
As I like to do.
All right, Chris is gonna take us to the tree structures up the forest road, and we're gonna see what he's found throughout the years and what kind of experiences he's had around here. It's a different world after we woke up. When I got here, I didn't know what the heck was around us, but yeah, we'll check it out. Keep you guys updated.
You probably keep yourself. As we get farther up, you're gonna start noticing like, oh, is that a tree break? We'll start with just little stuff.
Okay.
And then as we get to the back of the loop, you'll see the bigger, more obvious stuff.
Looks like an arrowhead.
Yeah, that's what caught my eye. Is that an old spearhead or something? Just a conveniently shaped rock.
The habitat around here reminds me of home, where I've had Bigfoot experiences at. It's like the same setup.
Yeah. Maybe just a little bit more scaled down.
I don't know. Some areas, yeah, some areas are vast out there, but others are like this. I mean, we're still pretty remote in my eyes out here.
The kettle. Just imagine 10,000 years ago, a glacier had a giant chunk of ice break off, and then the rest of the glaciers that pushed south steam rolled over it, right, and buried it, and then as the glacier melted, retreated, it left a giant chunk of ice here,
Okay.
buried in dirt and everything, and then as it melted over hundreds of years, it just leaves this little empty hole here.
Okay.
Glacial moraine, what it's called.
So a lot of evidence of the Ice Age up here.
Yeah, this entire landscape is entirely formed by the glacier of the last ice age.
Okay.
And that's, hence all the rocks too.
Uh-huh.
And majority of rocks are smooth and round.
Yeah, the stones are really round. So you say they were kind of smoothed out from like...
Yeah, just getting tumbled and rolled
Yeah,
around. Like,
okay.
glacier's like the ultimate rock tumbler,
Yeah. Giant rock tumbler. Yeah, there's a lot of bogs around here.
Yep, another cattle right there.
Uh-huh.
There's a bigger pond over here. Most of these ones that are bigger, that stay filled with water year round, you'll find that might be a beaver lodge there with the birch on top of it.
Okay. You can't tell on camera.
I thought this rock was unique.
Crystal quartz.
Unique, so I'm gonna bring it with me, and I'll leave it as a gift back in the structure area.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna pick up this rock on the way back and leave it as a gift. Put it right here in the middle.
Actually, you know where you left your audio recorder last night, that those two dead pine trees.
Mhm.
Walked 150 yards up, there's a pond like this with a big beaver lodge on it.
It was either a whistle or like an eagle, like a bald eagle.
Yeah, it was high pitched.
Yeah.
But it was almost like,
Yeah, like I don't know. I can't replicate it. It was not like that, but still, it was unique.
I didn't hear it, but I'm deaf.
Chipmunks or birds? What was that? I think they're birds. I wonder what this area looked like during the Ice Age, though.
Under a mile of ice.
Under a mile of ice. Wow. I don't know. The whistling sounded like a bald eagle, though. But it makes me wonder, just because of the strange stuff that we had last night. We didn't do anything last night, and they started reacting. Okay, you said we haven't seen anything. That kind of looks a little weird, right there.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Tangled together a little bit. Yeah.
I'll try to zoom into it. Man, you cannot tell on camera.
It's harder because it's so small.
Yeah.
Yeah, we must be hitting that.
Are we starting to notice this stuff?
I think we might be hitting the line. Yeah.
Okay, because like you said, we didn't see anything back there, and once we get to a certain spot, we start experiencing. We'll start seeing tree structures.
Yep, and it'll start as a little subtle stuff, and it'll pick up to the biggest ones are at the far back end of the loop.
Yeah.
And then as you loop back, they start getting thinner and thinner again, and then the back half of the trail again, nothing.
Why do you think they're creating the structures at a certain point?
I think it's a boundary. I think this trail just happens to go kind of back into their area, the back loop of it, and they put up structures to try to signal like, we don't really like you back here, this back end of the loop.
So we're getting into their territory. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Kind of like an X but laying down.
I do see that.
We can do, let's step off the trail and let's look on the hillside here. Don't really see much. I mean, that's a good example of wind damage right there.
Wind damage and snow load.
Yep, that looks natural to me. That doesn't look out of the ordinary. That tree right there, there's a lot of burls on it. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Oh, chipmunk. Damn, that chipmunk was fast. Oh, I see him.
This one right here. This one snapped right here.
Uh-huh.
It's separated, but you see how clean that snap is? No splintering. It's like something.
No, I see what you're saying. Yeah. That one right there.
Yeah. It's just little stuff now.
Yeah. They're all bent over.
This one's just kind of weirdly the way it's rested.
Uh-huh.
What's that tree? What's holding it?
There's no deadfall above it, so where it come from? You think that's from snowfall, maybe?
The one back there, I don't know. Maybe. We'd have to go back and look at it. This little one though is a good example. That's snow load for sure. There's nothing else. Maybe on the way back. So there's this like trail right here. No motorized vehicles permitted.
Okay.
This was like a logging trail at one point, but it's been years. You can see it's overgrown.
That was the rock clack.
Did you hear that? I
That
thought
was
it
a
was.
rock clack.
I know. I thought it was over there.
That clack, clack.
So nothing, and then we start hitting the structures, and then you hear something.
I heard it.
That was distinctly rocks.
I'll have to.
Yeah. I couldn't tell if it was a wood knock or a rock clack. But
It was definitely that crispy, rocky clown.
yeah.
We just came through there.
It's like the trees blocking the.
I just saw movement up there. It could have been like a grouse flapping its wings up on a log or something, but I saw movement. Just a quick flash of it.
Yeah, we're getting into their territory. Already having strange things happening. I don't know if that whistle was a bird or not, but it was unusual. But I definitely heard like a knock when you were talking. Ooh, wow, it gets thicker up here. I gotta check this out. Looks like a giant teepee. Oh yeah.
There's just so much going on there. All meeting up at a single point.
And that break is.
Electrical.
What's weird too is you see where the tree snap and where it's resting, but it's not resting where the tree fell. It's over like a foot and then sitting on top of it, the tall stump.
see that.
Mm-hmm.
Hanging back out.
Like almost someone put it together like when somebody builds like a post for hanging their gear on, you know?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's all kind of weaved together. But we weren't seeing this stuff halfway down the trail when we first started.
First half of the trail.
Yeah.
And we're still, this is just the subtle stuff. It's going to keep picking up. It's like starting to pick up more and more.
Okay. And you've had experiences back here too?
Yes, this is, when we get there, I'll show you where I had
Okay.
a rock. I got pelted with a little one, and then we had a big one thrown at us, landed like 10 feet from us, lodged. It's one of those where it's the soft dirt, came flying in and just stuck in the dirt.
Okay. Oh, look at that behind you.
I think that's an axe.
I think so. What do you think?
Well, one of the things I do is check.
Are they touching?
This tree just rotted and dead from here, or was it put here? There's no roots there. This was put here.
Yeah.
This isn't where the roots were. This isn't where this tree is from. It was taken from somewhere else and put here. And it's probably about 30 feet long. Are you gonna walk through all of this with a 30-foot long thing and get it up here?
I know.
I probably shouldn't touch it. I should probably leave their shit alone.
Yeah.
But
You just started a war,
you gotta
man.
Look at it to make sure it's not just a dead body, you know?
Mm-hmm. It does seem like they get angry if you touch their stuff.
I put it back, but
Yeah.
we'll see. I'm leaving them a good. Hopefully that makes that perfect. Remember an apple? Perfect.
I don't know how that tree would have caught that arch, unless it was already leaning when it fell. Well, this one's broke, and then we got that one.
Doesn't feel that rotten or anything, but it's broken pretty clean.
Is it normal to see these many breaks in Minnesota? I'm not from here, but it seems like there's an excessive amount of breaks in this certain spot, not back there where
In this certain
we
spot,
were at.
yes. All the other places I go, I don't have near the amount of sign that we have here, especially on this trail. I camp, hunt, fish all over the state, and I don't experience things really anywhere else. This is the place. If I want to come out and have a Bigfoot weekend, I come to this woods right here.
Yeah, it's wild.
There's something about this place.
Yeah, it definitely has like a magical, supernatural feeling behind it. I was surprised last night how quick things fired off.
Right, and just as fast as they came, they went.
Yeah, like you said, it seems like they just come in, check things out, hang out for about an hour, and then just move off. Similar to like the police coming to check your camp, just making sure everything's okay and we're following the rules.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this land's got like an ancient memory from being formed by the glaciers.
Oh yeah, that kind of looks like something.
I can see the big toe.
Yeah, it looks like there's a big toe right there. Let me move some of these leaves without disturbing this possible track. Do you see anything?
I mean, I see
I'm a size 11.
right, there's the toe.
Mm-hmm.
There's where the foot kind of cuts down at an angle. And then back here, it doesn't look super long, maybe the heel's there, but it's wide.
Yeah, it did. It came out of the woods there, one step, and then gone.
Juvenile, maybe.
Yeah, it just crossed the road.
Which is weird too, because I was looking at So that thing is just mangled. It came from up there. The rest of the tree ain't mangled.
What do you see?
That's not wind damage.
Okay.
This is mangled like something like this, rather than off.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
But it wasn't like somebody like hooked a four-wheeler up to it and ripped it apart, because it's, you know.
Yeah. Like something got up there and ripped it down.
It's like 30 feet in the road too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely like 30 feet. Okay, so it's wedged tightly in there.
Give that a little shake. It's all solid.
Oh gosh, that is in there really tight. It's almost like you said, like they pull a tree, wedge it in there, and just let it go.
And then you got this other stuff leaning against it too.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of makes like a shape or something.
I mean, if all these breaks are random, there's a lot of intricate structures taking place here. Some of it, I mean, a lot of it could be snow load, but I've seen a lot that I'm just like, that's not possible. No, I've found that same thing where I live like 2 or 3 times, and it's in there tight. There's no way it could have just fell in between there. Okay. Well, I'm up for seeing some more impressive structures. I definitely feel like it's for communication. These things are marking their territory. I always compare it to like bucks when they rub trees. They leave like their scent behind when bucks like touch trees or rub their antlers on trees, like licking branches. I feel like some of these structures may leave their scent imprint, and when others come from a long ways away, they know who is here and when.
This tree was twisted.
Twisted?
Like if I was taller and I grabbed the 2 forks and twisted this tree. Come over where I'm standing and look.
Oh shoot, I see that. How it was split. That is weird. Yeah. Oh wow, and the twist goes around. So there's definitely some pressure on this tree.
There ain't anything else around it to lean against it or anything.
Uh-huh.
You know, and it's in the tree, so it's not like this is getting beat with wind. More so than any other tree. But you know, it's just interesting.
So I feel like that one is Sasquatch. The way it's splintered out like that. But
yeah, that's for sure.
Mhm. But it could be people.
Bigfoot.
No, not everything.
But you hit certain things. There's another one. No.
You almost have to point out everything and cross off the things that aren't and mark down the things that are.
You think more about the one back there. This one. Like look how nice that split.
Uh-huh.
Nothing fell on it. There's nothing heavy right here. And it's broken pretty cleanly.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not shredded and splintered all the way down the tree or anything. Up against that tree grew around it.
Dude, that is weird. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There's got to be something over this huge hill. Or at least it'll be a good lookout spot. Oh yeah. Look at that. Uh-huh.
You could be living down here. You could pull by all day. You wouldn't even know you lived down there.
Oh, I know. Definitely be a good place for somebody to hide. Someone who doesn't want to be found.
I'm gonna hop off the trail. Like, let's see what's over the hill. I don't see any sort of structure down in here, do you? Not really. I don't know, like us.
So you think they purposely put them where people can see them? Yeah, because like you said, we got off the trail. Now there's none of those breaks.
If they don't know how to
Nothing.
don't come in here. That's their concept.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's like they were warning people to stay the hell out. This is our area. Don't come in here. Yeah. And I think that's why they came into camp last night, to check us out.
As we travel through the forest, we begin to see many tree structures. Chris claims that there's nothing going on until you get to a certain part of the woods where he had past experiences at, and all of a sudden you start to see a bunch of tree structures and glyphs spread all throughout the area, and it seems like these creatures mark their territory and create these structures and clusters, possibly to warn people that they are simply not welcome. There was a dark feeling in this section of the woods. We heard rock clacks. I seen something that possibly looked like a guy wearing a brown ghillie suit that just ducked down, and we had the feeling that we were being watched and we weren't alone.
Obviously they cut this, it was blocking the road, but look at that break. Do you feel like that was snow load, or?
I can't rule out the possibility that it was a standing dead, and then the bottom part got punky and soft, and then it broke like that.
Maybe there's some strong winds.
That looks like it could be.
Yeah.
It's a totally different vibe than the ones that are cleanly broken, but obviously, like Adam was saying, that whenever it was snapped, it was still green.
And I feel like it's pretty strange where the structures were at back there. We heard that knock.
Right.
Right
when they started picking up and getting thicker.
But why did it all stop? It snows the same up here. You're getting the same weather. All of a sudden, all those breaks just kind of fizzled out.
Right. This land. There's nothing unique about that place either, because this whole landscape is copy paste.
Mm-hmm.
Hills, ridges, kettles.
Yeah, everything's copy paste out here. It's like,
copy paste. It all looks the same.
yeah, it does. It looks the exact same.
That looks just like any other pond we already went by.
I just picture a huge moose standing in there.
It doesn't look. The other one looks like there was rock.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
It looks a little different. Just like right here, look how that break looks.
Mm-hmm.
Like it'll look at it right there.
Oh yeah.
That was all connected. Look at this end.
There's definitely some serious
Fits together like
pressure.
a puzzle piece. It didn't just rot and fall apart.
Yeah, it's not rotten. It's still solid. I mean, you can tell it's been broken for a while.
Looks different, yeah.
Yeah, you can tell when it broke, it was not rotten. Like it's
Right,
still
see,
fresh tree.
There's that.
Uh-huh.
That wasn't rotten.
Right.
It's shredded. It fits together like a puzzle piece. That's rotten.
Blue jays are going off. Over there, I saw something big and brown just like duck down. I'm not kidding. I looked over and
like at that one trail I was saying, I saw a flash of some movement, but
it was like something big, brown, and hairy, and it like ducked down, like someone in a ghillie suit, like popping down. A brown ghillie suit, though. That was weird.
Well, we've been hearing birds the whole time. You hear birds right now?
Yeah, the blue jays were going off right before that, and everything just got dead quiet.
Which means we're almost there.
Dude, it was watching UP.
You didn't see much.
There's a bird now.
Okay. Well, I think she was obviously interested. You should go talk to her.
Probably not impressed.
That's obviously, there was that tree.
Yeah, that big tree. Oh, yeah.
We're turning into the northeast now. So.
How far back here do you think we've gone?
I feel like it's to the back of the loop. It's
A mile,
it's a
mile
little
and a half?
over a mile.
Yeah.
But it's an up and down mile.
Dude, this place is awesome.
Yeah, nice patch of red pine.
Yeah.
It's a Minnesota state tree.
Well, that would make sense because I saw it over there. We were just right around that corner. Whatever it was. Dude. They're in here.
I just felt the vibe
Mhm.
a little bit.
You know, we could question those vocalizations we heard last night, but nothing else is going to do that rock pop back.
No.
Rock clack, whatever you want to call it. Just one single pow. That was cool.
Rocks don't just bang together.
No, I mean, I did rock clacks, and I was like, we'll see what happens. I stop, and then loud rock clack back. That was cool. Very deliberate.
We're getting close because we're back. Now I'm starting to see the big.
Oh yeah, this is where the big timber's at.
The big timber. They're fairly tall. These trees can get about 3 times thicker than this, and they can get 180 feet tall. These aren't that big.
That one's pretty big.
This one's dead though. This one's gonna fall and.
That's what I was telling you last night. It seems like the Squatch want to hang out where like the old growth forests are at, where they haven't logged. Obviously they're going to go anywhere, but where they're hanging out at. Check this out. How would an acorn get right in there? Do you see that?
That's weird.
Because if it fell, this thing's kind of at an angle.
This is a birch tree right there. It's not an oak tree by it. There's not an oak tree here. Look.
No, there's not. There's maple trees.
This is a
birch tree.
Maple. Quakey.
But directly above it, there's no branches, no trees.
I'm trying to find the nearest oak tree.
Did you see this, Adam?
Oh, okay. How did an acorn get there?
Where's the nearest oak tree? I can't see a single oak tree from where I'm standing.
No, I don't see any oaks.
Where's the rest of the acorns?
There's no other acorn.
That's cool.
Mhm.
Get that one.
Cool.
That's a beauty. That's got a nice thick trunk to it.
I've got a few in my backyard like that.
Yeah.
And that tornado comes through.
Can't tell what's going on.
Somebody must bear deer hunt here.
Kind of looks like an X. Okay, so we're finally in the structure area that you found.
Yeah, we're about. I keep saying we're almost there, but we really are now. It's kind of bringing us to a low area, and then we'll start going uphill again.
Okay, cool.
Let's start. We just need to get over there.
Okay.
Still don't want to miss anything.
The vibe I feel is like we're being watched.
That's how it feels every time you come back here.
Yellow.
How do you feel about that direction, that way?
I feel darkness.
I always get the vibe that
Ominous.
I'm not allowed back there.
Mm-hmm.
Like this. So this is the back end of the trail. This is where the trail starts looping back towards that forest road. I feel like I'm allowed to maybe go off trail a bit, maybe to the edge of this pond, but going bushwhacking out into them woods over there, it feels off limits to me.
Yeah. I kind of got that vibe with that pine forest back there.
Right? You're supposed to just leave it alone, look at it from a distance.
Yeah.
All over there though.
Even the sign says no motorized vehicles beyond this point.
Yeah, you can't take it, but you are allowed to walk over there. But this thing is leaning perfectly against this tree. At almost a perfect 45-degree angle. This is placed on top. This is suspended in the air. This ain't touching the ground anywhere. Full tree. There's the broken end. Let's look
Okay.
at where did it come from?
Yeah, I don't see where it would have come from. And then this one's leaning.
Look how it's pressed up against that tree. It's almost too perfect.
Is this the one that you sent me a photo of years ago?
I think it's one of them.
Yeah.
But that's suspended in the air. Look how parallel that is.
The one back there in the woods?
The ground's not parallel. But to your sight line,
Uh-huh.
you don't see a lot of perfectly flat parallel lines in the woods like this.
No.
So that catches my eye.
Somebody moved this off the road? No, man, it was on top of leaves. Somebody obviously moved it. That's granite, man. I feel like these were put there.
So, it is possible they were on the trail and somebody rolled them off.
Oh yeah,
because these
that's how I feel.
They'll bottom out on those, but you know, we're just making assumptions here.
That's most likely the case.
Something that's new here is they got a lot of trees, parks to cut back here now, which I'm not a huge fan of. I'd rather they just leave it alone back here.
Oh yeah. The butt end over there, that's weird.
Here's our tree and root wall up here.
Those are wedged in there.
There's pressure. These trees are under pressure. It's not just loosely laying in there.
That one's arched too.
And then you got this laying across from here, perfectly to the crotch of that tree.
Did somebody paint that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It must be marked to
Oh yeah.
cut down too.
Yeah, they got marks. Yeah, that doesn't seem natural right there.
Okay, also, just show you.
Okay.
Ain't going anywhere.
No.
Not only that, under pressure there, something put it on the other side of that tree.
Oh yeah.
To keep it under pressure. You think you could do that?
No. Yeah, it's kind of wicked looking.
When I found that 6 years ago, because it hasn't moved in 6 years.
It was green.
There was no hole in the ground right there either. It looked just like it does now. So it's not like over time it filled up. And that was a lot more fresh at the time when I found it. It's been there for at least 6 years.
What do you think?
I think it was put there by something big.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah, because it's not just like a root ball in the earth between the crotch of a tree. It's wedged, pushed with like wedged in there, and then that tree is like holding it back like a catapult almost.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to imagine like if I were going to do this. I've got this tree with this root ball. First of all, I don't know where I'm going to find a tree with a root ball readily around here, and then I'm going to carry it. I'm going to shove it between these two trees low enough, and then at the same time I've got to get that end pushed over and on that side of that tree. Like I'm just play it out in your head. Like how would you accomplish that? Even
If I had incredible strength, maybe I could throw it like a spear and it just so happened to land like that.
Yeah, it'd be pretty lucky.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Oh, and then here we
Take a
go
lot
too.
just to put it.
Oh yeah, the double arch there.
Okay, so this big tree here obviously fell right here. Here's the line it fell. This tree is standing right here. How did this live tree, by the way, see the leaves on it? How'd this live tree get hit by this tree and then pulled and pinned down over there on its end?
Yeah. Yeah, because like you said, it's still alive. It's not like it was leaning. So that big tree fell. How did it catch that one? Unless it was already leaning, but it still has leaves on it, so it doesn't seem like it was dead. And then you have this other arch way over here.
And if it's a maple, you can see, like, look at the branch coming off the main beam right there.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't jut out. It's growing straight up and down like this, like its sister tree right here is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very.
And that tree broke there, and it fell here. If it fell in this line here, That's over 10 feet away from the base of that tree. It probably grew up right next to its sister there. How did it catch that? And then pin it to the ground perfectly by the end of its tree. And this happened recently.
Uh-huh.
No, hold on. So this arch happened recently.
Mm-hmm.
And that tree's alive. That's proof of it right there.
Yeah.
Okay? This tree had to have fallen a long time ago. It's like something pulled it down and then picked up this log and shoved it underneath or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Another root ball.
Yeah, I see it now. Yeah, that's wild.
This is new. This is what I was hoping for. Hey, look. Another tree.
Yeah,
Over the line of the falling, pinned under the same tree.
that's what I'm saying.
One, two. This has leaves on it too. This is
Mm-hmm.
a live tree.
Yeah, and then you got the root ball over here.
That's natural.
Yeah.
This is not.
It's just, I don't know, it's difficult to determine how this tree caught both of those there.
Okay.
I don't know.
Right?
Yeah.
Now we got another root ball in the air. Right between this tree.
Yeah.
Now where's the hole in the ground? Where's the hole in the ground?
No, I don't see. Like, that thing was carried there.
Another one.
Yeah.
Hole in the ground.
This is like a whole accoutrement of stuff. Root ball in the air, again, wedged between a tree. This tree broke. And you can see it from this angle too. There's the line it fell. And somehow pinned down two separate live trees, one 10 feet this way, one 10 feet this way. It looks almost symmetrical. Stand at this angle and look at it that way.
Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to figure out how it caught both of those trees that are pretty good distance away.
Look again.
Yeah. Butt end up.
Butt end up. It's just freaking wedged in there. There's so much pressure on it.
Uh-huh.
And then all this kind of stacked on top of it too.
And there's nothing dead above it.
Yeah, there's nothing dead above it. These are all live trees
Uh-huh.
around.
It's like a little shelter. They just sit up here and watch the four-wheelers go by.
And then, I mean, this could be critters, so we got acorns sitting in there too.
Yeah. I don't know, it's kind of weird, man.
So those are new. That's cool.
Good find, Chris.
Man, it's just like, I noticed one thing and I just kept going up the hill. It's because it started all the way down there. And I was like, oh, what's this? What's this? What's this? We better look one more time. I don't see anything else.
Definitely seen a lot of strange things in this area, things that shouldn't be there. And I feel like they're saying, stay the heck out. This is our area. You're not supposed to be there. But yeah, the root end of the tree sticking up in the air and it always being wedged between a tree, like tightly wedged, is definitely strange. There's just a lot of breaks around here. A lot of old growth trees that are still in the area. Obviously that's why they're possibly going to log them out, but it makes me wonder if they log out areas because they know there's Sasquatch around. That's just me wondering. I'm not saying it is.
That looks like normal.
Yeah, that
The
does
rest
look
of that
natural.
shit, That's
Question.
That's some fucking.
It's on our radar.
Roots in the air. And
Yeah, the roots in the air. I mean, I see that same activity in Missouri. That's kind of weird.
There you go.
It looks older, but
There's still some of the bark on the bottom, so it's still rotted.
so you remember this tree when it was still alive?
It's almost like
Oh, that one's
this
like.
tree was pulled.
Uh-huh.
This log was placed here to wedge it against this tree. That starts the arch, right? Dude, this thing ain't even rotten, dude. This would like make good firewood. Okay.
Still solid.
This is leaning on it. That's whatever. But here's my thing. Now look at the top of this tree. This log, rotten old log, sat on this live tree for so long. Look how the tree grew.
It's in the ground.
No, like the way it's shaped.
Oh, it
Like
went
a-
underneath.
it's like a hook.
Oh yeah, it is.
Stand on the side I was at, and you'll get a better view.
Oh, I
That was
see
a
it.
live tree sitting there like.
It's like J-shaped. Yeah. See what you're saying.
And if you look, there's no dead trees around here. This isn't from a root ball. This is a limb off of a tree. This was placed here.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that tree, that was placed there to wedge that tree. Did you get a good shot of?
Yeah, that twisted tree. It's weird how it grew like in a twist. This one right here, did you notice that?
Well, what I'm thinking is because this thing was growing over here, but like this thing is shoved in here perfectly in the fork of it too.
Uh-huh.
And it is a unique piece of wood.
It is. We're getting closer to that spot you said you shouldn't be at. And this is kind of where the structures are.
Right. Just that whole direction.
Mm.
Not that it feels evil, but it feels like that's somebody's home. I'm not supposed to, you know, you can't go in there without permission. Right. Shallow creeks and stuff like that to find arrowheads.
Yeah.
Especially where this one is at. Something pulled, and this is why I pulled at this, and shoved it to the point where it made this tree grow out more of a V.
Yeah.
But it's pretty, this is old. We're getting to like old structures now.
I remember when you sent me that years ago.
Yeah, that was like
2019, 2020, something like that.
Like that. I think it was right before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't want to walk past them.
Oh man, we need you to bring that back. Carry it on your backpack. That's a good one.
That long log that we were cutting up this morning at the saw, I carried that over my shoulder like 200 yards up the road.
Oh really? Oh man. I thought it was there. Oh, there's that one you sent me a photo of.
Let's we can leave our gifts at that one.
Okay.
This is like the oldest structure here, and it's actually so old that it's now rotted away. It used to be a tripod. It's finally rotted.
So this one was like, this was
is-
like a tripod.
This is, yep, and this is a good angle right here to get a view of what it actually looks like.
Okay. Oh yeah. I see what you're saying.
This was attached to here at one point, so that was the tripod. So I'm gonna leave right here at the top of the tripod. I'm gonna leave this rock. If you want to leave the apple.
What'd you put there? That rock?
Yeah, rock. I thought it was unique. I like the way it looked, so I brought it to them.
That's pretty cool.
Yesterday, back at our campsite before you guys made it up here, I left another rock gift. It was a nice smooth piece of chert that I'd been carrying around in my little pocket for months. So I was thinking maybe I'd leave a little imprint on it
Yeah.
and leave it for them.
No, Adam's leaving an apple. He's got really good zoom. Film over the top of me and I'll film down this way. Oh yeah. Dude, what is it? Maybe it's a downed tree or some sort of animal.
It could be, but it kind of sticks out. But maybe it's just sticking out because it's dark, and I'm seeing a lot of like.
Just wonder how tightly wedged it is in there.
Let's see.
We gotta look.
Because where it broke right there from falling, it split pretty good. So it doesn't seem very funky. I don't know, dude.
What do you think? Snow load?
I don't know. If you look at the end, you tell me if that looks like it's green or if
Well, it looks like it broke this way. Chris, check it out. Like, see how it's broken?
Yep.
Looks like it was pushed that way.
Right.
How the hell would it get over there?
Oh, it's another wedge job too.
Another wedge job.
You notice these wedge jobs? Almost never between two trees growing next to each other. It's always these sister trees.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it got broke that way, but somehow it's in over here. I don't know. I mean, obviously I wasn't here. I don't know what happened. Some natural stuff.
And then I can see where it's scraped down that tree the whole way.
Uh-huh.
There you go. Example of a natural tree fall. So not everything we see is,
No.
you know.
I mean, and even the stuff we find, we don't know. We didn't see them do it, but we definitely question it.
Right. Okay, and then here's this one here. Okay.
Ah, that is strange.
Let's say some shit fell on the trail. We got to get it off the trail. It'll get drug and rolled off the side like this one would or something, right?
Uh-huh.
Who's doing that?
Oh, yeah.
These are full-size trees.
That's multiple ones. And they didn't fall off those aspens.
No.
Or birch, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, those are aspens.
Okay, yeah, I mean...
They look similar.
Um,
Old timers call them popples.
I mean, something... Put that there. It blocked the road at one point, too. From what it looks like. Because here's like the other half. But look, there's stuff over there too. So like we're in the zone where you said like I don't feel like we're welcome.
But yeah, humans didn't go, let's wedge it
No.
between the trees. You can't move that, dude.
No, that's in there.
That's literally, it's tight. That's stacked.
Uh-huh. That's like dug into the ground too. Dude, this is like the rocks you're talking about. That's wild. It's like an egg.
Right, and then just the wedge between the trees. This, you know, you go pick up scrap and throw it together, but
I don't know.
Creepy teepee on there.
yeah, there you go. Someone made it. There's a little sign on it.
But yeah, it
The
does.
creepy teepee.
I've seen that from over there. I'm like, why would someone do that way up there?
But the
And
Squatch
then I
do
got to see it from,
create stuff like this.
Cause that wasn't on there last year. So someone put it on sometime between now and last fall.
Yeah. Then you got that stuff behind it though.
Yeah, that's and then as we cut, cause now we're like you can see it opens up over there. That's where it's been clear cut out, and then this is where like all the structures are.
Yeah.
You don't really find it anymore, and I already feel.
Oh, they do. They fall over pretty easy. I almost thought that was an ox.
Actually, that was a perfectly fine tree. I'm just sorry.
Yeah.
Little stuff woven into here.
It is.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're back into the little stuff.
It was what? I was sitting up.
It was sitting just like this.
Huh.
Look, look. It barely just balancing right there.
Yeah, that is weird.
This is a four-wheeler trail. This is right where tires go.
Uh-huh. I was looking at this. Like, that looks like something.
Tangled mess.
Uh-huh. A lot of brakes in here.
By the time we get back, I think it'll kind of
Yeah, we're definitely seeing a lot more that we didn't see before as we're walking back the trail, back down the trail. Just got a different angle. think so.
That birch and then that other one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The birch and maple back there?
Yeah.
Could be.
Like, yeah, we're catching more stuff on this hike because I've got people that know what they're looking for too.
Oh yeah.
Or I just bring, you know, newbies or rookies with me, and I show them what I see, but you know, they don't really know what they're supposed to be looking for.
From
Yeah,
horizontal.
it's suspended. Where's the stump for it?
I don't know. This is beautiful country, though. It's definitely the right habitat to support the Sasquatch.
Try one out.
Yeah, I'll try it, man. It's every single flavor combined.
That's what the back of the bag says.
Mm.
And as you can see here, it says, where is it? It's on the back. A Canadian favorite flavor.
No.
These are super popular.
Yeah.
These and ketchup chips are big in Canada.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But usually when we camp here, you can tell we're on the old road grade right here. Remember I told you the road used to run right along the lake, and then it went back up to that spot. This is the old road right here.
Okay.
Usually we camp here. These two pine trees here. This is where my hammock spot would be.
Is this where you had your experience?
This is where we've had one. Yeah, or
Okay.
well, we've had a couple here. My buddy would hang his hammock up between these two, so he'd be right here, pretty much right on the water. And we had a few experiences here where I was listening. I thought I was hearing something. All right, so we were sitting here at night, and we were having it lobbed in here at us. We thought it was acorns, until we actually were seeing it was like rocks like this.
Mm-hmm.
The one we saw is because, oops, missed. Oh,
It hit
because
that.
it bounced right off the fire ring, and we saw it, and there's the rock. And then we could hear them whizzing through here too, and then plopping right in the lake. Then at night too, my hammock would be here, Buddy's hammock would be here, and there'd be something walking along the shore, probably just in a couple feet of water. 2 feet, it was bipedal, it was plunk, plunk, you know. And like I was telling you before, like when you're a kid and you're at the beach and stuff and you're in the shallow water and you stomp your foot and you can see all the water go out and you can like see the sand and the water spreads out and then it rushes back. That's exactly what it sounded like it was doing, like it was cavitating out water. It was just, yeah, it was bizarre.
Why do you think they were throwing rocks at you though?
I don't know, the vibe I get every time that happens out here, other than the one time back by the structures when I got pelted with one and a big one. That was the only time a big one ever got thrown, and it wasn't thrown at me, it was just thrown near us. Every time it's always just been little guys, and the vibe I get is they're just messing with us.
Mm-hmm.
Every time they come in at night, I feel like it's maybe like a group of maybe some younger ones, like they're playing practical jokes. They like seeing a reaction, maybe see if they can get you scared and get you to leave. But it's never really felt aggressive. It's just almost like, I don't know, scaring you just for the sake of scaring you. But yeah, at this spot, that's pretty much the extent. We've had some rocks thrown. We thought it was, there's an oak tree here. There's a couple acorns around and stuff, you know. Initially thinking that acorns are just falling, but then when you see them fly, or you hear them whizzing through the trees, you see one hit the fire ring, and then late at night, something walking through the water. That happened more than once too, and we were trying to explain it away. We thought it was maybe like a beaver slapping its tail, but it was happening like in a rhythm, like someone walking. Yeah, but for the most part, that's basically what we've had happen here. Not anything too crazy, but we've had activity here.
Yeah.
But this is a really nice spot to camp.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This water
I mean,
is super clean, and it's, you can see it's nice and sandy here too. So
I feel like if you had binoculars or like a spotting scope, you might be able to see one walking on the shore. That's just like the feeling.
Sat here is like a little outpost, and then just scan the shoreline. I don't know how fun that would be, but with technology nowadays, you could probably set up a camera on a tripod and program it to scan shoreline and look for movement or something.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's pretty cool.
But yeah, this is kind of a popular spot too in the midsummer. A lot of people come here to, you know, they kayak camp here basically.
And is it a lot of woods out that way?
Yeah, I mean this trail, you can walk down this trail. It's like, you see this trail going up? That just kind of connects to the other campsite up there. I think someone made it so groups could, you know, just kind of have their own camp spot but still walk to each other. And then that same campsite, and this one, canoe landing.
Oh yeah.
And then there's another spot too with another trail that comes down. But this goes all the way down to that little bay.
I feel like they were looking for food. They're hanging out in the area, checking you guys out, just seeing what you guys were up to, testing your reaction.
Yeah, I mean, whatever it was going. It decided to go through, walk the shore. In the middle of the night too.
Wow.
Like I'm talking like 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
It happened more than once. I was awake and experienced it once. Another year we came up here, same friend, the same thing happened. I slept through it, and he's like, oh, I felt like he was probably like what, 15, 20 feet away from it, hanging in a hammock right here. So he said he just froze, and he just didn't. He said I didn't move, and I just stayed in my hammock, and he waited to hear me wake up in the morning, and then I hear him go, "Are you awake?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, thank God." I you know, he waited for me to wake up to get out of his hammock and go take a piss because he was afraid to get up with everyone else still sleeping.
I don't blame him. It's a really cool area. As you guys can see, this is definitely the right habitat for the Sasquatch. Typical area for people to have experiences, and the lake is super cool. A lot of fish, a lot of wildlife, and I would definitely hang out here. Gotta grab the phone, snap some photos of the lake. Kind of wish we would have camped here, but I mean, the spot we have is pretty remote. It's all the way in the back. A little bushy, but when you're out here living the bushy life, that's how it is. But all seriousness, I mean, I definitely believe everything he's saying. We've been good friends for years, and he's always told the same stories over and over. And it just sounds like typical Sasquatch behavior. They like to observe people, test their reactions, and they're curious.
Lake, and but it's in a wilderness area. Yeah, it's just like bottled water pretty much, right? Like when we'd stay here for a week, you go four-wheeling and it gets so dusty here, you just be just like a grime ball. And when we come down to the beach, you can see the beach from here, that little bit of sand right there on the north part.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And you just go in and bring one of those little shampoo bottles, wash some fucking hair with it, and rinse off in the lake. And
you know, it's not that cold either.
No, it is the end of, like, you know, it's just summer, so it's still cooling. It's not too bad though. That spot.
Tell them they're number one.
Never know, one might just jump out and I happen to be filming.
That'd be crazy.
Uh-huh. Can you believe that happened while I had my camera out?
If that happened, I saw it with my own eyes.
And people would be like, yeah, and you just happened to be recording, right? Okay. Like, yeah, that's what I do. Oh, this person.
Yeah. I'm watching just in case anyone comes around the corner.
It's just so damn hard to see. That's why I need to hire Adam as my camera guy.
Full-time camera.
Yeah.
Oh man, I haven't been up here in a while. They clear cut this here.
I wish this thing could record. They clear cut all that.
Yep, this was all woods before. This is all just like what we were driving down, and they clear cut it. Probably just based off what they got, maybe 2-3 years ago. I haven't been up this road in a couple years.
Yeah.
Because we take that other road in now. We used to have to take this road in all the way from the highway to get back to that spot we're at now.
Are we going down here?
Yep. That way is, like, that's a turnaround point, but that's a four-wheeler trail. It's over-regulated because it was so under-regulated before.
Mm-hmm. Like, I could have swore I saw something in here. It looked like a really good X.
I'm just gonna hang up here.
No, that's fine. Yeah. Maybe not, but it looked like one. Yeah, kind of looked like one. I don't think they're touching, so that doesn't count. That's the touch. I know one thing, it snows a ton in Minnesota, so could be a reason why there's so many breaks. Oh yeah.
One way or another, you would get out of here if you just followed the forest road. This is where my first experience happened ever.
Okay.
Yep, pull on in.
All right.
This is it.
I'm gonna pull in like we own the place. All right. No motorized vehicles permitted beyond this point.
All right, set the stage. 2016, we're camping here, the big group. We're camping here because, you know, there's a lot of parking here. So there's a couple RVs here. Me and my old lady had our tent set up right here in this corner. This fire pit's not the same spot. It looks like this was redug. I would say the fire pit was, I think it's just been shifted over. I think it was right here before.
Okay. Pretty much where the table is right now.
Yeah, it wasn't this close over to the wood. It was a little bit farther off of it. Because I remember that's where we would do a lot of, we cut up our wood over there because there's a little bit more room. Now that kind of seems like a tight spot. So I think it was just shifted over right here. Which means I was sitting, yeah, and the tent was there. I was sitting right here in a chair. And I had my dog by me. And I had Hannah sitting here on this side of the fire. Hannah's mom was sitting on this side of the fire. Family friend sitting on this side of the fire. And it's like 1 in the morning. We're the last ones up. Everyone else is in their RVs or tents sleeping. And from that direction right there, which is, I would say, due east, maybe a little northeast. I would say it sounded like.
You hear that raven?
I can hear it too.
Yeah.
Maybe 100 yards away. The most undescribable, loud, powerful, huge lung capacity vocalization ever. It sounded like a symphony of space apes. This isn't a faint noise you heard in the distance that like oh, what was that? That sounded a little weird. Like this was like in your face, like if I had to guess 100 yards into the woods. And if you look straight that way, you can see a kettle. It's not water filled. There's probably water in it, but it's filled with grass, vegetation and stuff. If I were guessing, during the daylight here, maybe on the other side of that kettle is probably where it was standing.
So the creature was vocalizing over there by that kettle.
Yep, probably
Okay.
100 yards away. Immediately when it happened, my dog, who blue heeler, pretty fearless and stuff, his reaction to it was to crawl under my chair. My reaction, my like gut instinct, was I had a 10 millimeter on my hip. I just knew, like as a fact, I didn't have enough gun for whatever that was, because and I got a really primal fear that whatever it was, I don't want anything to do with it. And as a matter of fact, I mean, you've spent about a day out here with me. I'm pretty comfortable out here in the woods. It's not something that's new to me. I wanted to crawl in my tent, hide in my sleeping bag. And I did not want to, I was afraid to turn on my light because I didn't want to see anything. Like it was just like, nope, I've had enough. It's time for bed. Next morning we wake up, we're still talking about it. Everyone else is awake, you know. And they just thought we were, you know, cooking up a story while they were all sleeping to, like, oh, it would be funny to say in the morning to them. Nobody believed us. But that's what kicked off the whole Sasquatch journey for me. Before that, you know, if somebody brought up Bigfoot, it was always a joke, pop culture reference, never to be taken seriously, really. Subject was interesting, kind of cool, whatever, but I didn't really give it any sort of weight. But then that day that changed, and I got obsessed with it. Probably a good 5 years or so. Now it's leveled off. I don't know, maybe come to like terms of, yep, they're real, and it is what it is. I don't know what else I can do to figure out about them.
No, yeah.
But, that's pretty much it. And then
Yeah, you showed me a video of vocalization that sounded similar to what you heard, and that was pretty intense.
what do you think right there? That's a pretty good tangled woven mess there in the center.
No, yeah. It is. And then there's that break right there.
Yeah.
And then back there, see that one that's like peeled like a banana? I mean, of course it could be snow loaded. I wasn't here, but I'm just looking at things that are sticking out to me.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a pretty healthy looking branch that's peeled there, but not 100% sure.
Honestly, I really like this spot because we're like tucked into the back and you got forest all around you.
Yep.
It's a good spot.
The only thing is, it's a good spot for during the week. Because we'll finish. We got just like another mile of road to go, and then I think to go back to camp, we'll take the highway.
Okay.
Because it'll be faster than trying to backtrack on all of this.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds
gravel.
good.
So we'll just like go a mile or two down the highway, take a left, mile or two down the highway, and we should be back. But that is a nice place.
Oh yeah.
Like you got we used to go gather firewood up there. It's just like a nice little patch of woods. It's pretty open. It's not too thick here. But once you get kind of past over the hill, then it gets thick like all that stuff is.
Some firewood, man.
Night number 2. Let's see if they fire off. Hopefully we get some activity like we did the night before, but the night before I just got there, set everything up, things were happening, I just wasn't quite ready. But like I always say in my videos, the activity seems to unfold when I'm not ready, but I feel like I'm prepared tonight, so we'll see. I already got the audio recorder up the road. It's rolling right now, so if something happens, we'll pick it up. Maybe we picked up some of the stuff last night. We definitely didn't pick up the dog whimpering sound, but maybe it'll happen again. Maybe the Planet of the Apes sound will happen, Chris. Yeah, I hope so too. Let's do it. Alright, Chris is cooking up some steaks back at camp, and things have been really quiet. Like I said, it rained pretty much the whole day. Not a heavy rain, a pretty light rain, but we feel like maybe these things will hunker down after the rain. But typically with most regular wildlife, after the rain, things start moving to warm up their body temperatures. But of course, these things aren't your regular animal. After looking through the thermal, things kind of look terrible because of the high humidity. But if these things are out in the open, we should be able to capture them. But yeah, we're just waiting. We're waiting for something to reveal itself. And the goal is to try to get these things to approach our campsite and hopefully entice them with the food that we're cooking and possibly elicit some sort of reaction. But yeah, we'll see what happens as the night unfolds. I'm not expecting too much. I just wanted to update you guys. Oh my God. Either a rock was thrown or that was a beaver. I don't know if you guys heard that. I'm gonna try to record this. Wow. What the heck? There's a big lake over there. I think it was a beaver. I'm gonna have to ask Chris if beavers are out at night doing their thing. I'm pretty sure they are. I think beavers are probably nocturnal animals, but that thing just slapped the water really damn hard, or something threw a rock. I'm not gonna jump to that being a Sasquatch throwing a rock, but that's what it sounded like. But look at all these lakes. Most likely a beaver. Alright, I'm going to pull out the thermal device, see what I can see. It sounded like knocks to me. That was definitely knocks. Or maybe like a rock bouncing, but I could hear something moving. Now the flying squirrel's freaking out.
Yeah, it's been pretty chill. It seems like 9 o'clock hit, and now things are starting to kick off.
I told you, it was a woodpecker at nighttime. That's what it sounded like.
Right, weird. What, 5 minutes after?
I think my shoes are cooking.
Hear what, I don't know, what I think sounded like a mountain lion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it did sound like a mountain lion from what Adam described. I didn't hear it.
It was faint.
Yeah, it wasn't like super close. It was off in the distance, but it's...
Alright, those guys are kicking it off back at camp. They've instantly become really good friends, and I'm glad. I knew Chris and Adam would get along, but anyways, while they're talking, I'm gonna go up the forest road where we went earlier today and looked at all the tree damage. I'm not sure if they were structures, but a lot of them were definitely unusual. For example, like the trees where the roots were up in the air. Couldn't really explain that, but it blew my mind because anytime I do something, things happen. Even Chris mentioned it. He's like, man, they must like you because anytime you do something, they reply. But we're pretty sure we heard a mountain lion, so, and that, I mean, that was close to camp, so I'm kind of worried about going into the deep woods by myself, but I'm gonna give it a shot. If I get lost, I'll pretty much be screwed because my phone isn't working too well and I don't know where I'm going. Pretty much going into unknown territory at nighttime. So we'll see. I just need a jolt in my life. I need a good scare.
I'm not sure if this is the way to do it, but hey, if I die, what a better place to die. I mean, who wants to die in their bed or in a nursing home? We'll check it out. It does freak me out. That road was 3 6s. I'm not going to say it right now. Ooh, it's spooky up here. Something happens, I'm going to run. You definitely know you're up north when you see signs like that. Let's turn this baby on. I can't see a thing. I don't know where I'm going. Oh man, I'm kind of creeped out. I'm in the North Woods. Oh, what the heck? I instantly got like a horrible feeling. Just a complete feeling of dread. Jeez, it feels like somebody poured hot water over my head. Not cold water, just like boiling hot water over my skull. What am I doing out here? And there's a lot of legends. I shouldn't even say this out loud. There's a lot of legends of little people out here. There we go, I said it. You're not supposed to talk about them. The little people. Apparently that's a thing up north. When I went to Alaska, a lot of people, everyone was talking about it. We'd even run into strangers and they're like, oh yeah, the little people. Oh, weird. My camera's having a hard time adjusting. Anyways, the little people, that's a big thing up here in the north. I guess I should say north, eh? But all jokes aside, they kind of seem to be, I'm not sure. I mean, they call them like forest elves up here. And yeah, they seem to be like mischievous tricksters. What the hell was that? And up to no good. Oh man, I don't know what I'm doing up here. I should have brought Adam with me. I should have told him where I was going. Man, it's scary up here at night. I don't know what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, but I am. Oh my God. What was that? I just heard it sounded like something big, just what was that? I know what that was because I know what's out here. There is 100% hairy people out here. Oh man, it's a dark feeling up here. If I had to run, I would be screwed. it's just like big rocks in the middle of the road, and like big ravines off both sides of the roads, and there's like kettles and like lakes on each side of the road. Oh man, what am I thinking being out here? I am on a road, but it cuts through the deep woods. There's something paralleling me. Oh man, the feeling out here is so overwhelming. I mean, people can call me a scaredy. Pretty sure like a rock just landed right in front of me. I can't tell, it's too dark. What you guys see, it looks like it's lit up out here, but it's pitch black. Oh man, there's something behind me. Oh, we gotta go. Let's go back. Oh man, my senses are warning me something ain't right. Let's go. I hear something. Oh man, something's following me. I gotta shut this thing off. Before I leave, I'm gonna do a call. I bet it's gonna freak them out back at camp. They're gonna be so scared. Oh well, let's see what happens. Woo! These things up here have never heard that. Like in my area, they're used to that. So if they're in here, it's gonna bring them in. It might bring in a really big one. So I gotta get back to camp. See what happens. Alright, I'll turn it back on if one of these things follows me. What'd you guys hear?
Yeah, it was
Like a whoop.
like a
But
classic
it had
whoop.
less of a dub, like the whoop to it. It was more like a whoop, but higher pitched.
Yeah. It was on the higher pitch side. It wasn't. Yeah,
Okay.
there we go. That's
it?
That was pretty close.
Wow.
That's what I heard too.
Something was following me up there, and I heard tum 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 tum, and I said, "Screw this! I'm turning back
I
around."
didn't even
So
know you laughed.
yeah, so I
this
just
guy are chit chatting.
He yelled your name, Miguel, because we thought he's like he didn't know.
I
what kind
wanted
of
to know
road
what
that for.
direction you were at.
yeah,
I got
I
up.
should have told you guys, but
It was different enough that I was like that. Miguel might be in trouble.
because he went that way, and that's where he found you. So.
mm-hmm.
Well, when I heard him do his screech, I knew that was definitely Miguel, that second one. I tripped over the cooler, and that was like God telling me, "Go get your camera."
Got excited.
Mm-hmm. The cool thing is you didn't knock over the steak. The steak's still
Every
there.
time something happens, I just get happy. Oh yeah,
You
12
get some
hours
steak.
driving that. Miguel.
My call freaked me out. When I did it, I was like, "Ew, I gotta get out of here." But it sounded like something was paralleling me before that, and I was like, I don't know.
He thought you
I
were
do
standing
that
right
stuff.
there. Even you called out. He's like Miguel. Like, oh.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what direction you were. I
Yeah.
didn't think you were. I mean, because the road kind of snakes that way. We hear logging from that direction.
Mhm.
Okay.
I think I'm psychotic or something. I needed something to scare the crap out of me
Those logs
to restore order in my life. I need something to like scare the fear, like put the fear of God in me. And that's why I went.
Oh,
It was loud enough. I thought you were responding to it.
Yeah.
Weird. So they're here. We obviously know that. Every time they do something.
You came all this way for something. And at least it's, at least it's showing up for you.
And I kept talking about the little people when I was up there.
Don't talk about them, dude.
I said the wood elves are here. But there's little people.
Me and Chris heard about the closest thing to a whoop that we've heard since we've been here. And we thought that it was Miguel.
About an hour before that, I did a whoop, remember? Whenever I was sitting here. Remember I did a whoop? I went, whoop! When I was sitting here, though, with you guys.
You were, yep. Yep. That was, probably an hour ago.
Mm-hmm. And you guys know that wasn't me because I was way over there.
I took off with my thermal to look for you on my thermal. I tripped over the cooler. I'm like, my camera! The camera, dummy!
What's the 3-6 road? I don't want to say that. Where's that at? Is that this?
It's this road.
Oh.
It's from when you turn onto it up by the lake.
Oh man, we're on 3-6 road.
All the way down. All the way down till it's not state forest land anymore. We're on it.
Literally.
It's just
the forest boogeyman's here.
I'm kind of like, I'm feeling a little squirrely.
Yeah.
We could sit right here by the fire or just wait for more things to happen, or we could just go for just a little tootle together and we'll just walk down the forest road.
We can do that.
And maybe just see if anything happens.
Oh,
less is more. We won't do anything crazy, but we'll just...
It's not too much. It's just a little hike in the woods.
Yeah, let's just...
Walk in nature.
We'll just walk down the forest road a little bit, and we'll just see what happens. Yeah. We won't get wet pants or anything. Just walking down a gravel road.
So what's the goal?
Well, we're just going to go for a walk.
Okay.
Let's maybe walk 100 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Stop, listen. You guys take a look around.
Okay.
If we got nothing, I say let's go south.
Yeah.
Towards...
Oh, those beavers are going to freak you guys out when they splash the water. It's kind of cool.
Not going to freak out. I got my compadres with me. Not
The way I look at it, is if he was that loud down there.
I was
about
far
the
away.
About the same amount of noise, then that thing couldn't have been 120 yards away from us, 200 yards.
Right.
Yeah, I was way
Other than it maybe it's a little bit louder, so it could be up to double the distance.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna hike down this road and see if we can conjure up some activity. We are literally on 666 road. I don't want to say it's nighttime, it's scary. But we've had a lot of activity here in every direction.
Once we hit a certain time of night, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We're approaching my audio recorder on the left. That big dead tree. It's recording. It's cool hearing that on the recorder because it creates flashbacks when I'm back home reviewing the audio. It's almost like I'm back here walking again when I hear me talking. Dude, if you look to your right when we get up here on that thermal device, you're going to see beavers in that lake.
Okay.
They're definitely warning me. That one just did a huge splash. Do it again, little guy. Oh, there's 2 beavers. How cool is that? See if they'll do another warning splash. Hey, beaver. Do it again. I'll capture that on video. Hello, beavers. Can you splash again? Wow. Oh, damn. It did it. Dude, you think that was like mind speak?
I don't know.
He's like, I'll splash.
It seems like you've got some sort of connection of things out in the woods.
I know. I'm like, can you do that? I know. I asked that beaver to slap its tail and it did. Cool. I heard that in Alaska. I thought the hairy man threw a big boulder into the water. Dude, it freaked me out. They're angry beavers. They are. They're ticked off that we're in their area.
Well,
Don't they slap the water when they're being territorial?
Yep. That's like a good warning. Like, you come any closer, I'm gonna fucking chomp you with my rodent teeth.
Yeah. No, I wasn't kidding. Like, they were swimming right at me. I was like, are these beavers coming right at me?
Yep. They're not a fan. Especially at night.
Yeah.
At night, that's when things usually come for them. They're gonna make noises to let you know they're big and tough, and they are. They can be. They can defend themselves.
Yeah. That was like an owl, I think.
We're coming to like up to a pine patch. It's nice and dark up here. It's just pitch black up here.
Dude, it's spooky in this state forest. Jeez.
Is it?
Yeah. Imagine walking up that trail that we went up earlier today by yourself.
In the
And
dark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was freaky. It looked completely
How much
different.
you want to pay me to do that? Because I don't think they'd take it.
Yeah. I might do it again, but I don't know. I don't want to get lost.
Alright, yep, this is...
Boundary line?
Maybe it was this far. Because now we're in a patch of old growth here.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's big trees.
Big red pines.
Mm-hmm.
It's dark.
Like the camera doesn't want to focus. It just keeps getting blurry. I don't know why.
Now is it the red light?
No, I don't know what's causing it. Maybe like the humidity. Man, those are some big trees.
Yeah, we're in some old growth now.
Okay.
Maybe we'll stop and listen here for a second.
Can you guys push over a tree? Those are beavers, right? Okay. Well, I got some weird connection with the beavers.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
The flying squirrel's making noise again.
Yeah.
Maybe it's us. It could be making noise because of us being here.
I think so. For a second, I thought it was a rock flying through the trees. Yeah, if they just let us know they're here, I think that'd be plenty. See, we're not sure if that was you guys earlier. I was kind of wondering if that was a DM werewolf, aka Dogman. Was it you guys whimpering like a dog?
Last night?
What about a wood knock? I think that's fair. Can you do one solid wood knock?
Or rock clack. It seems like you like rock clacks a little bit better.
They definitely did do that. I want to hear them push over one of those huge trees.
Are you being shy a little bit because we're going for a walk looking for you? Do you like it better when we sit at the fire?
I really do. I feel like they're more comfortable when we're just sitting there not even thinking about them. and they kind of give us something. It's cool every time, but at the same time, I'm not ready. I'm not filming. I'm not doing anything. We're just dudes being dudes. We're actively looking for them.
Proactive, walking out.
Yeah, they don't like that.
You like us sitting at the fire, being a, where you can see us, so you know where we're at, and then you give us something. Is this a little too intrusive, maybe?
I feel like it is. These things are elusive, and when we get up looking, they back off. Can you give us a wood knock if you want us to go back to camp and
Just listen from
yeah, just listen. We can do that. You just gotta let us know. We just got ghosted. Nobody likes me. Everyone just keeps ghosting me. Looks like an axe.
It is, yep. And you're right, the butt end is up in the air.
Mm-hmm. Or is it peeled off that tree?
One.
What is that behind us? Over here. You hear that? Yeah, you heard that? Like,
I didn't hear it, but again.
it was a low tone sound, so. Really? What do you see?
And then true. Up and to the right. Oh, it's moving. Oh, it's moving quick. Watch it again. It's moving now.
Woo! Does it look like crap through yours?
Yes. All I can see is like
I see the heat.
the bottom half of the head and the ears. I can't tell if it's a deer looking at us.
Is it small? I can't.
No, it's a
It's
bigger
the
animal.
head.
It's a
There.
no, dude. That is not a deer.
Looking right at us, whatever it is.
I'm trying to hold it still.
Bonjour.
Dude, that is a deer.
Is it a deer?
Yeah. Watch out for my camera right there. Yeah, it stepped out. Do you not see it on him?
I see it now.
Oh no, that thing is still over there behind them.
She goes.
I saw two signatures. The one you.
Now I see
and
three.
One up and to the right.
There. See her now?
Oh, there it is. Yep, that's a deer. I see the white tail.
Yeah, but see behind her? There's still things behind her. Yeah, straight behind her. Whatever that was is still there. There's two different things behind her. I don't know.
Yeah. It sounds like banging.
Mm-hmm. It does sound like banging. Aho!
Bonjour.
Osigosu!
Mwape. Getche sabe.
What does that mean?
Getche sabe is the name for Bigfoot in Ojibwe.
Ah.
Bonjour means hello, peace. maps. There ain't nothing that direction, dude.
Sounds like someone shooting off fireworks or digging something with a tractor.
At 10 o'clock at night on a Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Somebody's playing drums.
Okay, here we are. You tell me, what's that direction?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, of course.
My natural muscle reflexes. Time to go. I don't know why I started to walk.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe let's not disturb here anymore. Let's come back in the morning and look. I got the pin marked on my phone.
Okay.
And we know it's slightly after with these old growth pines. I don't know, dude. Look east on the map. You see anything except wilderness?
No. No.
There's nothing before us. So we're sitting on the kind of the western edge of it.
Dude.
We're facing east.
Yeah, and that direction is just solid forest for many, many miles.
It's moving.
It's scooted north a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I saw something floating around that looked like an orb. Should there be bugs out tonight? Probably still
dude, it's in the 30s.
Okay.
I haven't been bit by a mosquito. Haven't heard a bug.
I saw something floating around out there. Strange.
This forest road we're on,
Mm-hmm.
this thing cuts through this. We're farther south than all the four-wheeler trails. That trailhead we walked up today, that's the farthest south trailhead on the four-wheeler trail thing. So we're at least a half mile south of it.
Sounds like drums or something. Or somebody digging rocks with like a tractor.
It does. And you know what? It's kind of making me think of when Ron Moorhead talked about being up at that camp where he captured the Sierra sounds, and they would make sounds of like banging drums,
Like metal
or like they were
sounds?
like cans banging together, like they're digging through their shit. And then they'd wake up the next morning and none of their stuff was touched.
Really? He said that? Dude, isn't that what I talk about at the killing fields?
It's the same thing.
Yeah, I heard pots and pans, like a big mess.
And you also experienced that at Bill's too.
Uh-huh.
There's not a road. There's not a house for miles. There's nothing but pots and kettles, ponds for miles.
Mm-hmm.
There's no four-wheeler trails here. I mean, if we want to get like a good approximation of where the next trail is, because this is where we're standing, that's where we're camping. That's 500 feet. That's 1,000 feet. I mean, we're a good 2,000 feet away from camp.
Dude, listen to that. You can't hear nothing. Like, it's extra quiet. Abnormally quiet. Spooky quiet. Okay, the wind stops, so when we go back to camp, if something happens, we'll be able to hear it just like last night. Because the wind was kind of blowing there for a while, wasn't it? Slightly.
And then it rained, and then we were having to deal with hearing all the drips dripping off the trees. But now everything's kind of dried off a bit.
When we were back there, my battery went down to 2%. Now it's back up to 4. Like, my battery's going back up as we're going this way.
That's fucking weird. Hold on.
It looks like a crack.
It does.
That's kind of a random place. I'm gonna stick my finger in it just to see how deep it is in case it was a rock that was moved. But oh, dude, it's compacted dirt. It's just deep enough where something heavy could have left something.
Put your foot up against it.
Okay.
There's the second one.
So there's.
Size what?
Yep, there's another one right there. Size 14.
Whole bunch of stride.
6'2", long-legged. That's not a natural stride. I can't even balance at that distance.
Oh, wow.
And there's another one.
We got 1 track,
You got a trackway, boys.
2 track. Oh wow, there's another one.
Go back, Ellis.
It's hard to see at nighttime.
I'm not gonna step in him, just step next to him. That's the stride. Jesus, I can't even stay that way. Here's my foot. That's the stride.
And you're like 6 foot something.
6'2".
6'2". Okay. Yeah, and then up here is,
And here we go.
this thing keeps getting blurry.
I mean, it's such hard, like this is hard. Look at, even when I stop my foot, look how deep I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
I don't know. Something followed us. What do you think?
I think it's maybe a print that's not like a brand new fresh. It didn't just walk past it.
It's a thing from last night.
I was gonna say it's a thing from last night. It rained and it's been driven over. It's had a whole day to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's foot shaped.
It's coincidental, right? You know.
So
Sound
size
you heard
4.
last night?
Like, how long is a size 14 shoe? It's just a hair over 12 inches, I think. Because usually if I'm measuring in feet, I can go like this, and it's pretty accurate. At least a 12-inch.
Is it like a 6 foot stride?
Yeah, it's a ridiculous stride. I can't stride like that naturally.
Jeez.
I'd be walking like this. Oh, I can't do it. It's f***ing greasy out here.
Yeah. No, I mean,
That's a good catch, Adam.
yeah. The ground's hard. Like,
Yeah, it's
I'm
compact.
not leaving any tracks. It's wet. There's
like,
some muddy spots.
Well, it's like it's.
I mean, there's definitely puddles and stuff, but that look like an imprint.
That's me.
Oh, you stepped in there?
Yeah, because I was looking at that,
Oh, yeah.
but
Wow.
I couldn't tell because it looked like a tire track that goes through there, like a spun tire.
Wow. Yeah, that's definitely something.
Well, I mean, you see one little puddle shaped that way. That's one thing. But we're seeing a series of them.
Yeah, you can almost see toes
I'm gonna turn.
in
I'm gonna
there.
keep it pointed down, but I just kind of want to do a little scan quick,
Oh, that's cool. Do it.
like this. I mean,
Yeah.
we didn't step over there.
No,
There's
I
another one
definitely-
shaped that way.
I definitely did not walk through that muddy mess.
I don't know how much I want to walk over here, but there. Here.
We'll have to come back here in the morning.
It was rained on, but I mean that's about the same size. Dude, there's another one right here.
Okay. I'm gonna back off and come back in the morning.
Yeah, maybe we can find a really. I'm gonna
Yeah,
try to
we'll
walk in
see
this
it in
rocky
daylight.
area where there
Yeah.
wouldn't be prints. We should come back.
Yeah, now we know there's a good muddy
Let me mark.
area in here with possible.
I got
possible
serums
tracks.
here. Let me mark the pin.
Okay.
Let me mark where we're standing right now.
Yeah, do it, because I have no idea.
Holy dude.
I would have seen some really good tracks.
So do you think they were made yesterday or today?
Remember when we came in, how turned up the dirt was
Mhm.
from the grader?
Yeah.
I think last night it did it.
Okay.
Because we heard something making a weird sound coming through here
From this direction.
from
And
this direction.
let's look at the map of how it's curved. Where is it pointed from camp from this point?
We gotta be close.
Turn. So camp is right.
Well, we know for sure these things are in here. You've had experiences before you ever brought us down, but the things that the activity that we had since we've been here has been pretty intense.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. And
Beavers, can you slap again? Do another slap. Can you give me a tail slap?
Even if we take away all my personal experiences, if you guys aren't present, just this weekend alone, there's enough time.
Oh yeah.
And I'm being honest, I say this too. Like these couple of days we've been here, pretty subtle actually compared to
Yeah, I want to hear
some of the stuff.
the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Oh man, what did we just hear though? What was that?
Either a snap or something hitting the tree.
It was a loud snap, but by your guys' tents.
I think it was farther back than that.
It's
But
closer to his thing.
Yeah.
well,
No, it was further back, but in that woods back there.
only 10 feet closer to my tent than yours.
Oh boy.
Maybe it'll go for the smaller tent because it's picking.
He's gonna find out real quick that this one might weigh more.
They're hungry.
Whatever it is,
Whoa,
I'm
whoa,
gonna
whoa.
I'll fucking grip it.
Plane?
Yeah, maybe.
Sound like woo.
That or tired.
Did you not just hear that
Oh, I
wood
heard
knock?
that.
I heard that too.
You heard that wood
But I
knock?
hear what he's talking about subtly in the distance.
Dude, wood knock right back where we just came from.
That plane needs to fuck off, so it's driving.
Yeah, it does. I told you a plane always flies by when we're here and stuff.
Bring tomorrow. At least they're giving us something tonight.
Yeah, they deserve a little something. One thing I notice is the wind is blowing that way. So whatever just snapped that tree is catching our wind, but over here they followed us back. Dude, they followed us back.
Maybe. I mean, even the wind's very. I mean, it's very slight this way, but I mean that smoke's going pretty straight up. It's not blowing at
We
me.
asked for something down the road. Can you just give us something? And we told them, do you feel more comfortable with us going back to camp? Once we got to camp, we sat down, they're like, snap.
I can't believe that. That's yeah. Exactly what you asked.
Yeah. Maybe they like us here because we're sitting here by a fire, and we're down in a low area too. So we're surrounded by like high points. They can kind of sneak up over hill, peek at us, disappear if they need to.
How do you say thank you in Ojibwe or in native?
I don't know. I don't know how to say thank you. I know how to say bonjour ni is just hello, peace.
Okay.
And Gitche Sabe is what they're called in Ojibwe.
Might have to light
In
them up.
Dakota, they're called Chaitanka,
Chaitanka.
like big brother.
Okay. We got our big brothers out in the woods. I think they descended from us, not us coming from them. We didn't come from primates. I think primates came from us. That's my theory. I'm sticking to it. But I guess scientific
The theory
evidence.
I've heard and I believe in is probably that they're the native natural hominid of this planet, and that we were manipulated.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that
and
could
created from their DNA with modifications. But we've been kind of dulled down. We don't get some of the extra stuff they do.
Because we all drink the pink stuff.
be. We all drank the pink stuff in school.
This is the time of year people are probably out hunting.
Yeah.
Guess what? Hunting ain't happening right now. They're at home sleeping right now.
This thing is not working. No, I don't think people
There ain't
are.
nobody camping here either. We drove the whole forest road today.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nobody. There's no campers here. There was 2 campers when we came in on Monday. They're gone. I think they stayed an extra day after their weekend here. They're gone. We drove by there today.
We can confirm we just heard 2 thuds, 2 loud booms. It was the loudest thump I've ever heard. We felt it. And then when I stomped my foot, you said you heard another one. I didn't hear it.
The second time, not as strong as the first one.
Not as strong.
But I definitely heard it the second time.
Wow. It was. I mean, that was a monstrous.
Like
Thump.
just picture, a 300-pound boulder hitting the ground, boom.
Yeah.
Or an 800-pound Bigfoot jumping out of a tree, boom.
Do you think it was a ground stomp, or do you think they threw a huge
I
rock?
don't know, dude. If they can stomp the ground that hard,
I know.
that was. I felt it in my feet.
Yeah, that was scary. And it was far away. It was far away.
It was.
I mean, at least 150, 200 yards. Maybe closer. I don't know. I'm just guessing. It's hard to tell out here.
You're from the same direction.
Oh, is that where you guys heard that whoop? We have to go over there tomorrow.
I feel like you could confirm or deny, whatever. But and my hearing's not as good as yours. I felt like that's the direction I heard the whoop.
And I was the complete opposite direction, way up there on that forest road.
Yeah, you were opposite direction. You were to the north.
Because if you were down there and it came from there, you absolutely would have heard it. I'm actually
Dang.
kind of surprised you didn't hear it down there.
No, I was.
Unless,
freaked
if
out.
he was walking at the time, his feet scuffling on the ground, maybe could have.
I had enough time to walk over there, trip over the cooler, come back, grab my camera, get almost to the cooler when you did your down there.
Did you hear that?
No.
Did it again.
A quick question: was this stump here the whole time?
Yeah.
Or did you moved it here?
Yeah, it was there. Remember, I had my socks on there.
Oh, true. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say I thought
You like
the
little-
sucker was over here.
Little elves.
Now I'm still
moving
putting my
stuff.
feet on it, playing with it.
Okay.
All right, night number 2, getting settled into the tent and into my sleeping bag. This place is more active than Area 51. I mean, I'm not joking. Like, I'm not talking about UFOs, I'm talking about Bigfoot activity. And we heard some thumps, some thuds that were just so loud we could feel it vibrate the ground, and it happened like 100 yards away. It happened several times, which is pretty interesting. I'm not sure if they produce like infrasound, but we could feel it at camp. And they were doing some vocalizations, some things that we couldn't really put a finger on. But one of them pushed over a tree and you could feel it crack. I mean, it was loud. They did wood knocks tonight, which was really cool. Solid wood knocks. Hopefully the audio recorder's running. Usually when things happen, that thing does not kick on, and I'm gonna be so upset if I don't get any audio. But the tree that cracked, it was so loud. I mean, it was huge. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed by this place, and there's just so much going on. We think we found some tracks going down the Forest Service road, and we're gonna go check it out because that's where the tree got cracked up. That's where we heard the thuds, the thumps, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, I'm probably gonna crash tonight. I'm so tired, I can't even think. But hopefully they come into camp and wake me up if they do come around. But maybe I won't even wake up, probably not. I'm gonna close my eyes, and then when I open them again, it's gonna be morning time. Yeah, my mind is just blown by what's going on here.
But it was definitely worth driving 13 hours to northern Minnesota from Missouri, because I just can't believe all the activity that's going on. And the cool thing is I'm out here with my friends, and they have experienced the activity right there with me, so they can confirm it's not just, oh, Miguel's out in the woods hearing things again. No, it's definitely happening. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. If you can, subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments down below if you have some stories from Minnesota, Michigan, Canada. I want to hear about it, because there's a lot going on up here, and it's a lot. I'm surprised I don't hear more stories from Canada, from the north. But yeah, I'll tune back in with you guys later. Thank you.
I've used up one of them, but I've got a whole nother one for charging my phone. My phone's at like 80% right now too.
Okay.
So
You got steak, burritos, and Spam.
Just felt like leaving. I was freaking out. So I had to turn on my light. I was freaking out so bad because I just needed to see what I was looking at.
Did you hear something, or?
I'm getting to that.
Okay.
So I'm like, dude, you need to calm down. I don't know. I'm like freaking out. I'm like, why do I feel this way? Because I've never felt nothing like that.
mm-hmm.
So I got a drink of my water, and I'm sitting there like, maybe I'm hot. So I unzip my zipping bag or sleeping bag, and I'm laying there, like just kind of like, and I'm starting to feel a little better. I'm like, that was weird, and then it hit me again. I'm like, what is that? It just felt like bad, real bad. Never felt it in my life. You know, like
Extreme feeling of dread.
yeah, just like oh, get off of me feeling. You know, like you couldn't breathe, but I'm sitting there just fine. I'm like, what is wrong with me? And then I start hearing the snapping over there. Pop, snap. I'm like, something's over there. And about that time, you start to get quiet and you think, one of them little mice, pop, pop. Like, me or you know what it's like walking through there. You step on a lot of twigs when you get off the trail. It was like that, and I just laid there like, my flashlight's on. I'm probably lit up like a little bubble. I heard something back here moving around, and I could hear you snoring. I was so like turned around I couldn't tell if it was you snoring or him snoring, but I could hear one of the two of you guys snoring.
I swear, when I laid down last night, probably about 10 minutes after I laid down, you guys were already in your tents and quiet. Then I heard like something walking around, like kind of back and forth between our tents, and I was like, that's one of the guys. I know it's not, but I'm gonna think that's probably one of the guys, because I just don't want to convince myself that something's out there. And it's my job to get up and check, but I was like, nope, that's Chris.
I brought my little fan.
That's Adam.
For the white noise.
Uh-huh.
I turned my fan on so I could go back to sleep because of the sounds moving. But I went out really quick when I got in my tent yesterday.
Yeah.
I remember Chris walking by. I heard him walk up the hill. Or at least I hope it was Chris walking up the hill. And about that time I got my zip locking.
This morning?
Yeah. Well, when we fell asleep last night.
I locked up the hill, and then you hear my zipper.
Yeah.
Okay, yep, that was me. The once I was in there.
But once you guys went in your tents last night, you didn't come back out?
Oh yeah, it's an act of Congress for me to get in my sleeping bag and on my hammock.
So you weren't walking around?
No.
Dude, I heard something bipedal walking around.
I changed.
I thought it was you guys.
I didn't sleep super great the previous 2 nights, so last night when I finally did lay down, I was just tired. And I probably moved around for a little bit while I was getting ready, but as soon, like within 5 minutes of laying down, I was asleep. And then I didn't wake up until 8 o'clock this morning or so. And then I was like,
nothing like that last night. I'm like, I wonder if them guys felt the same thing. When people talk about that
Feeling of dread.
overwhelming fight or flight feeling.
I was talking about that yesterday where I said I feel like they can kind of imprint their emotion on you.
Yeah, you were just talking about that.
And then, and it looks like it decided to pick you to do it too.
That woke me up.
All right, we had a little bit of activity last night. When I lay down in my cot, it sounded like something was walking around camp. I just figured it was the guys, but they said that they went to bed after, or right before I did, and they never got out. Adam said he felt an extreme feeling of dread, so there is that. Today I'm gonna fly the thermal drone, the Altel drone, and I'm just gonna try to get some footage. Maybe we'll see something, maybe not, but it'll give us a good idea of what's around us. But looking at the map, it's just lakes all over the place. This is the land of 10,000 lakes, and of course there's more than 10,000, but that's what they call it. And we're pretty much seeing the remnants of the ice age here, but there was definitely a lot of activity last night. The loud thumps, the wood knocks, the calls, that huge tree being crashed that got pushed down, it was insane. Adam's got little gifts spread out throughout the camp. Doesn't seem like anything got it, but yeah, the plan after I get an aerial view of the area, we're gonna go in the direction where we heard those sounds to see if we can find anything. So let's get at it. Last full day here. Yeah. You can really see that beaver dam. Wow.
Stop recording.
Oh yeah, solid trail going down there. Right to the beaver dam. So we're going back to the tracks to see if we can find anything. Kind of hard to see last night, but I'm looking at the tracks that we're leaving today, and we're just barely leaving any impressions. You can kind of see the pattern off the sole of our feet or our shoes. But those tracks up there, they're filled up with water.
Right. I think these deer tracks, they got to be from this morning.
Yeah, that's a buck track right there.
Yeah.
So there was a doe and a buck. Yeah, they came out.
Yeah, it's on. They're split a little bit more open. Yeah, right there.
And it's interesting how the activity is taking place in the old growth forest where the big trees are. It makes sense.
Yeah, and I believe that's where we received the track, right? Right where those pines start.
And this is the direction where we heard everything, where we found the tracks. Last night, all that activity was taking place up here on the east side of the state forest. Yeah, we were walking on this. Okay, so that's definitely our tracks. What did we see? Oh, okay, I see it. Okay, so there's one right there. That's our tracks. We kind of skirt around and see that one up there. Right there. Ooh, that is muddy. Was it our tracks, Adam, or does it look like something? I mean, I don't.
Just seen that they don't have standing water in them.
Size 11, so it's a few inches bigger than mine, if that is a track. Yeah. Like Chris said last night, they'll dry up pretty quick. Yeah, they're kind of gone. Another one. I would say this is where we were hearing stuff at. Somewhere in this region.
Another high spot.
Yeah. But look at all the tree damage in there. There's a lot going on in there. I don't know why. Like, we were just over there, everything felt fine, and then I get over here, and I'm just like, ooh. Something dark over here. I feel like that would be a good spot to just start venturing.
And yeah, it's some old growth pines here too.
Yeah, the trees are huge here. Okay, so this is probably where the sounds were coming from. That last sound where we just heard, that was big. I don't know what they did, but it sounds like they pushed over a tree. There wasn't really much wind when we heard that either, or else we wouldn't have heard it. The wind would kind of pick up and just die off, pick up and die off. But for the most part, it was pretty quiet last night.
Besides some of these oak leaves.
Yeah, it was big. All right, we just heard another wood knock. It sounded like wood on wood though, didn't it? It didn't sound quite like a gunshot. Pretty loud.
Like when you drop a 2x4.
Or like it hit a 2x4 up against a big tree. There's a lot of activity around here, man. I'm actually blown away. Back in Missouri, we might get one of those things to happen every couple of nights, if we're lucky. Here, it's just like one thing after another.
Well, I think that's just a little washout.
They drove right over the tracks we found last night. I think that's one of them. Yeah, because you can see our tracks where we're kind of following where the impressions were. They don't look like anything now, but there was definitely something last night. I think that's one of the main ones.
Still looks pretty good.
Not good enough to cast, and I'm not going to cast right in the middle of the road where people are just going to run it over.
Yeah.
But, I mean, video footage is good enough. Hopefully that recorder got something. That's the same direction where that wood knot came from. Not gonna say that's Bigfoot, but kind of unusual. Sounds like a real owl to me, but I think it's weird we heard that loud pow, and then I know they live out there with them. Beavers are destroying the trees. Yeah, they've been chewing up on all these trees over here. Just going to town on them. I heard that was a wood knock over there, and the blue jays were going off.
Well, how about this?
Well, who else would be walking down there? We'll take the beaver trail. I was just telling Chris that.
That would be a good place for trap.
Mm-hmm. And that beaver's working this area.
Oh.
What the hell is that? Is that beaver track?
That's a beaver track. That right there's a wolf track though.
Is it?
Or yeah, that's not a coyote track, it's too deep. Not diamond shaped enough.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go again. That's definitely, that's canine.
Oh yeah.
It's not a very big wolf. But I don't think people's dogs are running down here, are they?
Back going this way. I don't see any toes.
But it looks.
Looks shoe shaped. Maybe someone did walk their dog down here. When?
Mm-hmm.
When though is the question.
When?
Because they're fairly fresh and it rained yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. Doesn't look like a big track.
Ain't nobody has been walking since we've been here down here, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody was walking with their dog down here.
It could be. It's just an unknown track. There's a serious trail going that way. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm. I think, yeah, it's another beaver trail. I think he's going up and gets his food from back there.
Yeah.
I think he's taken down the two birch trees here.
But check this out. If this is a man, what kind of stride would you have to go from there all the way to there?
It's long.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. Look at the next step over there.
Why is it so shoe-shaped though?
I don't know, but this would have to be a really tall man.
I don't go quite as deep.
Can you do that stride?
I'm gonna fucking fall, I guarantee you. From here to here?
Yeah. There to there. And they're in a line.
Toe at the back of the track. This is the stride to the next one.
Oh boy, Adam, you're gonna have to do some serious work on those boots if you get in my truck. Yeah, 'cause you ain't getting in there after that. You have to wash them off.
And kick them through the grass a little.
Yeah.
I'm from.
I don't know. I mean, maybe somebody did walk their dog, but I feel like more of a Squatch walking his pet wolf. Kind of like something stepped there.
I'm gonna peel away the leaves. That'd just be where it's washed out.
Yeah. Got some firewood. Maybe that's one of the breaks we've heard. Not this specific one, but like these trees being broken.
Could be. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what's up here. It almost seems like something's blocking off the trail back here.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say that. The way that's
Mm-hmm.
snapped off.
Yeah, that one was snapped.
Well, it looks like did you take the 4-wheeler up here?
Yeah.
So
A lot of breaks so far.
recently, I mean, it don't look like anything's driven across this.
Yeah.
Ooh, how about this? Look at this.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's just sitting like a T.
Yeah, that is. Mm-hmm. Seems balanced.
I'm just gonna give it a little wiggle just to see
Let's see.
how solid it is here. It's still all connected and it's fairly solid.
But look at that freaking hole right there. It's like a tree got derooted, or is that a burrow?
I don't know, it's just like a hole.
Yeah.
I mean, I do old. I'm trying to look for the stump.
I know.
Like something maybe just ripped the stump out of
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I'm looking for a stump on the bottom of the hill.
Granted, the winters are pretty heavy out here.
There's nothing resting on them now, but look, there's 2 more trees right here snapped off.
Oh yeah. No, I definitely noticed that. Just a ton of breaks.
Now, as I'm looking to kind of commit to the trail, but this ridge split into a Y, and we're on the farther south one, and then there's
Okay.
the ridge we planned on walking. So I don't know if we want to cut across and keep following that. Maybe I look at the map and I see what ridge line looks better on the map.
Yeah, it looks like it might meet up or split off.
I do have service, so it works.
It does. I mean, all the way down this ridge, it just seems like the trees are blocking the road.
This is like it looks so clean, but there's no saw marks. It's broken. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
No oak. Oh, we do. We got an oak tree right here. There's a little acorn just sitting inside the hole right here.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That is cool. I mean, I don't know what's breaking these trees.
They leave little acorns places.
The freeze and the snow load is the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, okay, and then you got this is old, but that's a beaver chewed that up.
And we got beavers in here. I mean, there's a lot of factors to consider, but man, all those sounds we're hearing, nothing explains that.
Yeah, another one. Just I don't know, just the way it lays across the stump like a T right there. Another one.
Mm-hmm.
Not parallel to the ground because the ground's never level, but it's like
Yeah, definitely a horizontal tree.
It's like a horizon, you know.
Yeah. Well, where'd it break off at? That's my question.
Right. Here's a beaver stump. This isn't the same type of tree. Bark's different. And this thing's not chewed off by a beaver, this is snapped off.
Uh-huh.
But there's no, couple more beaver stumps there. That's a beaver stump. This came from somewhere else. Oh. It's perfectly resting on that tree.
Mm-hmm.
Perfectly level. Just like the ones you're seeing. So this is all new to me. I've never been up here. We're exploring and now we're finding stuff that follows the same type of thread of the stuff we were finding.
Yeah.
Another leaner crotch of the tree.
Yeah, it's similar to the other forest road, but also where we've had experiences at, where the activity seems to be, judging from the sounds we've been hearing. Lean, like a V. Stand here, I don't know, just the way it makes a picture right here. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Because like you said, if it fell, it had to get forked in there.
This one, another snap. Right over the trail.
Uh-huh.
Wind damage and stuff, everything's laying the same way. We've had stuff lay this way over the trail, we've had stuff lay this way over the trail.
Oh yeah. It's beautiful in here. No.
Is that another X?
Looks like 2 X's. I don't know, I mean it could just be randomness, but there seems to be like some destruction going on
the way
here.
Stuff is leaning.
Mm-hmm. I mean, look at it all.
This arch right here is almost too perfect if I want to look at it closely. They bend, but they lay a lot more flatter when they're like a big tall arch like this. That's sure it feels a little different.
I mean, they will bend like that when it freezes. But look at that behind you, to your left. Mm-hmm.
No stump. That one was put there.
Yeah.
And there's another one leaning off of it, and it's kind of like a X, but it's got a star shape on it. One snapped off high up, but the other half of it that was snapped off is not laying there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was looking at, well, kind of just the way this is too. This is an arch, but there's an X put here.
Uh-huh.
Over it.
Yeah.
It was put there.
Oh, yeah.
That's on a tree. That's on a stump. It didn't break off there. That one was put there too.
We're finding all kinds of stuff. I mean, over here, look at this X.
Yeah, another one.
It just depends what angle you look at it from.
I'll bet you money that these are there's not stumps.
Yeah, that one is upside down.
Live tree.
Yeah, another bouncing one.
This is a live tree. Look, this is sitting on it.
Mm-hmm.
This is all leaned on it.
Yeah, that one's
Another one
arched
leaned
from
on
all
it.
the way over there.
Another one leaned on it. It's like a, I don't know, it's like a stick sculpture, you know?
Some serious stuff going on in here. Look at that. It bounced. It's like something threw it.
It's almost, and then look, there's like a stick laying down, pinning it to the ground right there too.
Mm-hmm. I think there's a lot of things going on in here.
I agree.
Definitely noticed that from the road. That's why we chose this specific spot.
Another parallel. More shit laying across the trail. Yep, look, suspended up in the air. Look at it from this angle. This end's holding it up, but it's wedged between the two. How's it gonna fall between the two like that? Get caught up on that tree, get wedged between those, and land parallel.
Not very likely.
Not gonna mess with it too much, but I just like to give it a wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle.
That thing's,
It's solid.
it's under pressure.
Yeah.
These two trees are holding it pressure.
Wow.
This tree, this part right here is keeping it from, you know, turning and falling down.
Yeah.
This didn't fall here naturally. Somebody put this here. This is, I've got a little wiggle here. But it's wedged between those two trees, like it's woven in.
Yeah. And just all the way down the trail, everything's blocked off. Yeah. Directly over the trail again.
So, I'm 6'2".
Something.
I'm wearing boots, so I'm probably standing at about 6'3" with my boots on. And this is my full arm extension, and it's, you know, tip of my finger. This is snapped up. It's got to be 8 feet or more, right?
Yeah, I think so.
An idea, but it's super vague because that's a huge area.
Yeah. Somewhere close to the Chippewa National Forest. Damn. I don't know why that just captures my attention. Like a network of broken trees that were intricately woven.
What's Adam think?
I smelled raunchy pee for a minute.
That could be a bear. It's, they can kind of smell like raunchy or like really bad BO too.
Mm-hmm.
Black bears can. So that's not all the realm of possibility, but you know the bad smell thing is associated with all this too.
Yeah, and it rained last night, so when things get wet, like a wet dog, you'll smell animals.
I think they smell like skunk when they pick up a dead skunk off a roadkill and eat that or find one out. Because you know how brave skunk are. They're brave.
Yeah, they are.
They know they can spray. They're aware of
I
it.
think that's why they smell like skunk all the time. Now they don't smell like skunk all the time. Everybody has a different description of what they
Yeah,
smell
that's
like.
only when they spray.
There's theories too that they have like a scent gland like other animals can have, and they can emit it when they.
Mm-hmm. And only the older skunks are actually able to spray. When they're young, they can't spray.
Do I know? I don't.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying what I've heard.
I said
It's
we
like
go a little deeper and then we hook around back to the road. Keep on tracking through.
Do you want to hook to the south or to the right?
I'd say the south through a bog. But did you notice
Well, I
as
think if we go this way, we'll hug around, and then you can kind of see where the next ridge is over there, and then we'll come back to the road that way.
did you notice once we got off that trail, all the brakes stopped? I mean, there's brakes, but it's not like intricate ones. It just seems like natural stuff.
Yeah.
Natural deadfall.
Because I'm like seeing where it broke, but I'm seeing the tree. Boop, there's where it fell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this makes sense. All these brakes. That arch, I don't know about that. Kind of looks questionable, but over there, it was just like a network of trees. Smell something weird?
Yeah, I got like just a whiff of something. It smelled like shit. Like, not exactly like shit, but you know,
Yeah.
methane, sulfur.
Sulfury smell.
I only got like 2 smells.
Uh-huh. No, it definitely does feel like cat and mouse, because we make a move, they back off, and then they make a move. Back and forth.
They let us have the daytime, but the nighttime is theirs.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we just came from. We just hiked that ridge right there.
Yeah. Good little hike though.
Not too much.
Nah.
Subtle right off the bat, but I can kind of see. But then what got me was right here. It feels, or kind of looks like a toe print right there a little bit, but
Oh yeah, I see what you're
it
talking
looks
about.
like someone drove a four-wheeler here, splashed some globs of mud on it, and then it got rained on, so it's a little washed out.
Yeah.
So subtle, inconclusive, but nonetheless.
These 3 rocks in a row. We got 3 of them messing with us, man. The crystal rock that I found in the middle of the road was pretty interesting.
You can see this foothill
Crystal
forest.
quartz.
It's like a little finger that comes.
All right, so those guys are hanging out back at camp, and I just set up the audio recorder. I'm heading down the road to the old growth forest, and I just feel like that would be an excellent area for these things to hang out in. There was a lot of damage there. We went on the left side of the road and went all the way around the ridge back to the Forest Service road, but the other side looked pretty good. That's where all the big trees were, and when I peeked up there, we're kind of in the area now, but when I peeked up there, there was all kinds of sign, and it just looked like heavy Sasquatch activity. You can tell something big was moving through the area, crushing the trees. Or if that's not the case, it was all snow load, ice. What we're seeing out here is not from them, but we have heard them in the area. Things we can't explain. Obviously I didn't see it, so I can only say that it could have been a Sasquatch. It lines up with the activity that we're having in Missouri, and if I didn't experience it, I've heard it from someone else that I've interviewed on the podcast. So that's what I thought was really interesting, was the dog whimpering. Adam's dad, Tim, told his stories on my channel, and that's what he said before someone, I think it was during the same time frame that somebody encountered a dog man, they were hearing a dog whimpering down there in that area. And that's a common theme when people run into dogmen, but even Sasquatch do it as well. And things that they will do is they'll whimper like a dog, try to lure you out there, cry like an infant baby to lure you out there, and they will say, "Help me." It sounds like a kid saying, "Help me, help me," or a girl, someone in distress, and they're trying to get you out there into the woods at nighttime, which is scary to think about. So if anyone listening doesn't believe in Bigfoot and they've heard someone say, "Help me," from the woods, you better reconsider the entire topic, because that could possibly be what you're experiencing. And I would not recommend to anyone to go and check out whatever's screaming "help me," crying like a baby, or whimpering like a dog. It's just not a good idea. So far I'm not seeing any of the structures that I thought I would see. A lot of it looks like deadfall, but I swear I saw something from the road the couple times that we came up here. Like I said, this is where the activity was taking place at. But to find the actual tree that creature, whatever it was, pushed down, it would be impossible. There's too much deadfall in here to say, "Oh, this must have been the tree." That tree is fairly large and it's bent over, and nothing big fell on it. To bend it like that tree next to it, I don't feel like would be big enough to pull that large oak. Oak's very strong, so an aspen tree like that would not cause that damage. But maybe it did. It's hard to say. I don't claim to know it all, that's just my observation. That kind of looks like one, but it's laying over. It'd be too easy for one to fall and another one to catch it. They need to be like, I don't know, a little more symmetrical, upright, geometrical. And usually there's more X's than just one. They're clustered into a certain area. Man, it definitely does look like a possible Sasquatch area. It's really tough to navigate through this forest. It's pretty thick. I'm not gonna say it's as thick as Alaska, but it's definitely thicker than Missouri. It's like borderline mountains up here in the north. Even if there aren't mountains, it just gives me that vibe, especially with the aspen trees, all the different cedars and pines. Alright, I take that back. Maybe that was the tree that we heard last night. I mean, if it wasn't that one, that would be the size. And it just sounded like something cracked and dropped, which we are in the forest. Trees do die, they do break, fall, but it just wasn't that windy and we were already having Bigfoot activity, so I definitely think they possibly pushed over that tree. Okay, I'm really tired. Blue jays are going nuts. They're fussing at something over here. I'm not really sure what. That's the direction that I'm heading though. Oh man, you can't tell. So here's the kettle across camp, but there was a print right there. Like something stepped right there. Oh yeah, you can feel your foot sinking. You can tell this kettle used to be like a lake or a pond where the glaciers melted. And that's what all this is. It's just like a bunch of ponds and lakes all over the place. It looks like the movie Holes on a map. Dude, it looks like a buck to me. You got that stuff in Missouri, I'm sure.
We don't produce a lot of deer with like giant antlers. That's why we're not a whitetail destination, really.
Iowa definitely is.
Our deer put a lot of their nutrients into putting on body mass. We can, I think, Minnesota held the world record for the heaviest whitetail until that guy, I think it was in 2012, shot that one in Pennsylvania.
What? That's where you put the tobacco?
I put a little bit of tobacco, but it was a piece of chert, like this big. It was a nice smooth piece. And I carried it on me, and I set it right on this little dip in here. And it was like I kind of, played with it a bit, like that'll stay put, that ain't going anywhere. And then I put the tobacco here with it too.
Wow.
And it's gone.
You don't see it?
No, it's gone.
Okay. Cool. Well, this is the official gifting spot. It's been established.
Yep.
And once it works one time, it's going to work again. They say keep using the same spot. Yep. And they like routine. They don't like you switching things up.
I don't know. I don't got anything else.
I have marbles, certain like special rocks in my box, things to gift. I got golf balls, and we got apples. We can bring some stuff up here.
Yeah, let's leave another gift up here. I don't have anything on me, otherwise I was gonna, if I had something kind of like a little special token or something on me, I was gonna leave it there again, but it's gone.
That is strange.
What
were your intentions when you set up the gifting site? Like, what did you say to them, either in your mind, your heart, your words?
I said it out loud, but I put out the intention because it was before you guys got here. I came up here looking for firewood, and then I kind of walked around and kind of threw a pile on the trail, and then before I walked up, I had my stuff on me, and I had like that rock, a guy caught it, and I was like, that looks like a good little spot for, you know, to leave my little gift. So a little tobacco, a little piece of shirt that I've been carrying it on me for a while, and I was like, I felt like maybe I had my, you know, my impression on it, right? And I left it for him, and it wasn't just a random rock, it was something I'd been carrying on me for a long time, so I was hoping it would kind of carry that energy on it. And I set it there, I left it, and I said, I'm coming back, I'm leaving a little bit, but I'm coming back, and I'm bringing 2 friends with, and I hope that you guys basically come in and visit us, and you know, we'll respect you and your space, and I hope we have like a safe weekend, and it'd be nice just to, you know, get a little interaction with you. That was kind of the vibe I put out there. We're not here to fuck with you or mess with your place here. We just want to come like, I basically established it that we're here to visit, not to come and dominate your area.
Absolutely.
Now,
I feel like it worked. The gifting site.
now that I'm looking, I mean, we got some kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of keepy up there.
Was that there
This is a
before?
pretty disturbed area too.
Gifting
So that
site?
could've been
Trees.
bulldozed up there.
It could have been. But we'll keep going. That's why we're out here.
Right, but yeah, that I was when we were walking up here, I was fully expecting probably the tobacco to be gone, maybe kind of like washed away or whatever, but that rock was still going to be there because it had like a kind of a nice flat bottom, and then there's that divot in that rock, and it was sitting in there real nice. It wasn't going to get knocked off that easily. So that's pretty cool.
Definitely see some trails in the kettle. There's possible beds. I don't know if I guess that's a drainage, but still.
Yeah, that could just be erosion, but this looks like
Yeah,
a game trail.
it does.
Here. Could rule out, you know, can't rule off limits.
You got a bad vibe back
Is
there?
that what you feel?
I feel off limits.
Right, like we're like, yep, this is all the farther we're allowed to go.
It says do not go back there. The glacier would have been the size of this kettle,
No, just a chunk.
or
ice.
like a big chunk of ice. But
That
did it
fell off.
rest here?
So like, yeah, how it was formed is like the glacier. Now keep in mind the glacier covered all of pretty much the upper Midwest, and just in this section here, this glacial moraine area, all these low spots and kettles are from the glacier slowly pushes south, and as it's pushing south, chunks of ice, giant chunks of ice, like this big.
They're being like sputed out or
They're
being left behind.
They're broken. They're falling
Oh.
off. Like you see the footage of the chunks, giant chunks breaking off glaciers in like Antarctica and splashing into the ocean. They're breaking off the glacier, landing, and then the massive, you know, glacier keeps on pushing south. And then what it does is it, like that chunk of ice falls, and then the glacier mows right over it and basically buries it, and it goes under the glacier. And then thousands of years go by, the glaciers retreat north again, they melt at the end of the ice age, and buried are the giant chunks of ice. And as they melt, and all the dirt and stuff on top of them, there's these low impressions in the ground.
Wow.
And it did it thousands and thousands of times along this strip of land right here.
So the Mississippi River, it starts in Minnesota, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
A little bit more north of here.
And it's just a little bitty stream, basically, or like a creek.
Yep, it comes out of Lake Itasca, and you can, if you look it up on Google, the Mississippi headwaters, it'll show you. It's like there's like a little patch of rocks, and you can walk right across it. It's like 5 steps, and then you can walk. There's like a walking trail you can walk down. It's just like, it just seems like a little slow trickling stream, and they consider that the headwaters of it. But then as you go down it, more and more streams and creeks flow into it. And then as the farther you go south, by the time you get to Minneapolis, it's it's like a good 1/4 mile across.
Mm-hmm.
And as you get to St. Louis, it's even wider. And then by the time you get down to Mississippi and Louisiana, it's even bigger, because basically between the Appalachian and Rocky Mountains, most of the tributaries are flowing through the Mississippi drainage area.
It's wild because most of the reports are off of the Mississippi River, and we're close. Whoa. Thought I saw one. Gives you an idea how well something big can hide.
Right. But and what do you feel about like right here? Does it feel like about the boundary? Like
Feel like I'm being watched. It'd be cool if we were camping here and we could use the thermals and just watch this all night long, but there's no camping spot here. But this is pretty far back behind our camp zone, right?
It is. We're probably, I don't know, we're maybe a couple 100 yards back now.
If you wanted a hammock camp back here, could you do that?
Yeah, it's legal. If we're on state forest land here, dispersed camping is allowed anywhere, as long as you're not interfering with like any logging operations, and you're not camped right on a trail or something.
Mm-hmm.
But you could walk one of them trails way back in the woods, like where those structures were. You could go back there and camp back there, and it's perfectly legal.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, the convenience of being right on the forest road and stuff, and you still get plenty of action there.
A lot of different habitat zones.
Until deer have been through here.
Yeah. Seems like it. Right behind camp.
This one's not very rotten. Nothing fell on it.
It's that same height as back there.
Yep, it like exactly.
Yeah.
Just like an inch or two taller than me.
Mm-hmm. Those are boundary markers.
And, this is maybe we had something moving through last night too.
Uh-huh.
There's my tent.
Definitely over here.
Yeah.
Over here. Okay, yeah, maybe right in the low area of the ridge. Stay a little more concealed.
That was hit with an axe. Yeah, you can tell. Somebody cut that one with an axe.
You didn't hear anything like leaf-wise, you just hear the snap.
All right, we explored around our camp, and now we got a better idea what the land looks like and what these things have done after they display the activity. But we made it. Everything's a copy and paste situation. Everything looks the same. Cool. All right, since I feel like there's 3 Sasquatch here, and Chris even said the same thing, I have 3 of these glass beads. They're kind of flat on the bottom. They're really smooth and they look like crystals. They're like see-through. But I've heard from other people who have gifted that the Sasquatch like these. And I've had these in my box for so long. And I've been out on so many trips, and I've been waiting for this very moment to use them. So there's 3 of those. And then I have 1 dice, but I'm gonna put it on 3 because again, 3 Sasquatch in this area. And I'm going to put it on the same gifting rock that Chris used, and he had success with the tobacco and the rock that he set out on it. It's all gone. So we're going to see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow morning we're leaving unless there's extreme activity tonight. We'll do another emergency night to investigate the Sasquatch activity. But another thing is you can see their camp back there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me zoom in. That's Chris's tent. That's Adam's behind there, and mine's below that. and this trail comes back here, and then it splits off into 2 other trails. So essentially you have 3 different trails. 1, 2, 3. Again, 3 smooth stones because we think there's 3 Sasquatch here, and 3 on the dice. And another thing is, if they come up, take the rocks and put it on a certain number, if they move it, we're going to know that something with hands possibly moved this. So let's put it right here. Do 3. We'll try to put it in these little indentions on the rock so it doesn't slide off. Here's another one. So we'll put the dice up here. What do you guys think about that? Will it work or will it not? All right, I documented it. We'll come back, check it, see if it's gone, and hopefully something comes in. Gifting site check, and it's starting to sprinkle. I think it's really going to start raining around 3 in the morning, so that's kind of a bummer. But what can you expect in October in Minnesota? It's going to be windy, it's going to be rainy. Hopefully it dies off by tonight. I think it will. Once the sun goes down, the wind will calm down and we'll be able to get some clear audio and hopefully get some evidence to provide to the people. And that's what it's all about. It's not about proving that these things exist to skeptics. It's about proving it to ourselves that we know they're out there. And I just love being in the outdoors. I like experimenting, seeing what works, and teaches you patience and pretty much perseverance. The will to continue fighting even though there's a lack of evidence and activity, but on this trip that definitely changed. I was telling the guys that we always experience things here and there every couple weeks, couple months. It's rare that we experience things back to back. I've been in situations like that, but it's rare. It's cool when it does happen. So to come up here to Minnesota and experience strange things every single night was pretty cool. I doubt we'll see one, but that's why we have the cameras. But we know that there's a strong chance that we'll hear them. The goal is to get them comfortable enough to come up to camp and just start working around camp and do their thing, and they move off, or to have them come through camp. That'd be the holy grail. Some people would wish for that, and most people wouldn't, but we're hoping they do.
Far-fetched. But as soon as I noticed it, I told him, because we were talking and showing each other pictures, and then as soon as I noticed it, I'm like, I gotta stop you. And I asked him if he remembered this. When we first walked up there, we went and looked at the gifting rock, and then it's like, oh, it's not there, whatever. It's like, and then I felt around in my pockets, like, do I got something else I could gift right now? And I'm like, I ain't got nothing. We'll have to go back to camp, bring it up. And we walked, and then we just walked, right? Mm-hmm. Came all the way back, sat down for a minute, me and him talk a little bit more, and then me and him started showing each other, pictures and stuff. As he showed me a picture, I like touched my pocket, and I'm like, what the f***? And I shit you not, that was in my pocket.
And you put that out there on the gifting?
That's a different rock.
No, this is a random rock that appeared in my pocket. Because remember, we were up there and I'm patting pockets. Do I got something I could gift? And I didn't have anything. And I was patting pockets. And then when I was looking for my keys too, when you were off on your excursion, I'm like, where'd my car keys go? And I was patting pockets and looking for car keys.
Uh-huh.
And then nothing. We did this hike, come back, literally got right into just chit-chatting about stuff again. I feel my pocket, I feel this in there. I mean, hold it. It's a nice little smooth round rock, and it's like kind of a perfect little rock to hold in your hand. It feels good in your pocket.
Yeah.
But
that's unusual.
And when I first felt it, I was like, did I put a rock in my pocket? And then as soon as I looked at it, I go, I've never seen this rock. I did not pick this up.
Better be careful, man.
But it's while you're gone, and I'm like, this.
Messing with your pants.
I was like, Miguel's gonna think we're conspiring and coming up with stories while he's gone, but
no,
like,
that is.
I you not.
Definitely a smooth zone too.
I won't lie about it.
No. Keep the chastity belt on, man. What's that for?
The spectrum analyzer. So you got like frequencies. You can measure different things like harmonics, phase noise, all kinds of good stuff. So if we was to hear a wood knock or something, and I was to put this on, let's say, the waterfall, it starts showing this timeline here. And that'll look kind of like a heartbeat right here in the blue. Like if something happens, you'll see the line as it's going down the timeline. So we'll get a live feed on what we hear something, we can look at it and go back and be like, hey, you know what? There was something there.
Right when we heard the knock.
AM, FM, something. You can actually hook these up and you can use these as like a radio, and you can actually intercept like walkie-talkies talking. You can actually intercept that information with this.
Okay, cool.
You can also use this to tune like guitars and stuff too. That's really what it's for.
There we go.
If we do this enough in different places like dead spots, hot spots, we can go back and say, hey, there's no radio waves in the area and it's active. That'll kind of help us pinpoint where there's going to be activity.
Yeah.
But if they're vice versa, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, be sure to check it out when things are happening. Especially that 9 to 11 p.m. zone.
Mommy and Daddy being up there, right there. See him swimming?
Yeah. So I zoom in, he disappears. I feel like it's too windy tonight. We haven't heard a single thing tonight. It's been dead.
The only action I really had today was this rock in my pocket.
Yeah. That and checking the gifting site. No, we've had more action than that today. Remember when we came out of the forest trail, we were by the lake, something knocked? I don't know if you heard that. And then the owl started going off.
Yeah, I remember that.
So there's some daytime action.
And we found some structures today. The
Uh-huh.
rock in the pocket.
Oh yeah.
For me personally, anyways, the rock in the pocket was. That's a trip. I'm still not wrapping my head around it fully.
Yeah, I feel like they materialized it into your pocket. Or if they're so sneaky, they just dropped it in there.
I have no clue. I have no good guesses there. All I know is once I saw my rock that I'd left the first day was gone, and the tobacco too. You know, it rained and I left that tobacco there, so I was kind of expecting, it rained, so it's going to kind of be like wet, soggy, and kind of spread and like kind of stuck to the rock.
Yeah.
Not a shredded tobacco. And my rock completely gone. Kind of dug around the rock where it would have fallen off, which I don't think it would have. It was sitting on there solid.
Yeah.
And then I remember, like, do I got something else like a gift on me? Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got this very obvious rock in my pocket. I'm gonna hang on to it too.
Yeah, that's your gift, man.
They gave it to me. I'm keeping it. And it's such a nice little. It's like a little egg.
Super smooth. Or round, anyways. Oval.
Yeah, it's a unique rock. It's one where if I was walking, I saw it. I'm like, I'm gonna keep that.
Yeah. Maybe it's the rock they threw at you down the lake years ago.
Maybe they decided they weren't going to do a third night, and this was the farewell gift.
Yeah, take care, man. Kick rocks. That is little critters. Like chipmunks, mice, or flying squirrels, I'm not really sure. We are observing a beaver out in the wild doing its thing. Working on its beaver dam. Just enjoying life. They're definitely warning me. That one just did a huge splash. Do it again, little guy. Oh, there's 2 beavers. How cool is that? See if they'll do another warning splash. Hey, beaver. Do it again. I'll capture that on video.
The trip to Minnesota was certainly a success, and I was very pleased by the activity that I experienced during my time there. Hearing that puppy whimpering upon our arrival was certainly terrifying, because I have heard many reports from many people on the channel that they begin to hear a puppy whimpering before experiencing a cryptid creature. Sometimes it's a Bigfoot, and others it's a dogman. I felt like it was communicating with us, and before we knew it, it moved 75 yards down the road in a blink of an eye. Although it sounded like a puppy, you could tell that it was a very large creature with a big set of lungs that was mimicking a puppy. There are no houses around and nothing but forest in the area. Now, did someone drop off a puppy in a forested area? Perhaps, but I believe that whatever this was possibly trying to lure us deeper into the forest. I'm still blown away, and I can't wrap my mind around what happened after I did the rock clacks. Seconds later, something replied back with a very loud, distinct sound of rock striking rock. It blows my mind that one of these things replied back to the rock clacks, and this shows communication, but it also shows that they were very close and we had no idea. The thumps and the thuds that we heard deep in the forest were certainly unsettling, and I feel like they were producing infrasound because we could feel the vibration. They tree knocked, they broke limbs, and they pushed over a very large tree far off in the distance. Chris did an offering before we arrived, and he left some tobacco and a rock. He set out his intentions and told them that he was not there to mess with them and that he basically comes in peace. I feel like they understood the message and they gave us a show. It could also be that maybe they thought Chris was camping alone, and then Adam and myself showed up and it threw them off. I am very happy that I came up north to visit my friend Chris, and I will remember this trip for the rest of my life. If you guys can, like the video, comment down below, and be sure to share it with your friends. Of course, if you have a Bigfoot encounter that you would like to share with me sometime, get a hold of me. Until our next adventure, you guys be safe out in the forest.